Good evening. Hey, everybody. I'm a little late. Sorry. It's to build anticipation. To build excitement. Aren't you guys so happy? Were you playing Deadlock? No, but I did reinstall it. I got a replay to show you. You guys thought I was kidding. I got to show you what happened. Just wait. How come you don't wear the bow tie anymore? I don't think I ever had a bow tie. I had a regular tie, right? Did I have a... I don't own a bow tie. Unless I threw it out. Did I ever have one? Look up your cringe confessional. I don't want to. I don't want to look that up. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Big Wednesday stream. First live cringe confessional. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys are doing good. I made a tweet. In case you guys didn't see it, I just put out a tweet to announce the stream tonight. Has a cool animal I found. Well, maybe it didn't go up yet. Twitter does this thing where it won't post something right away. I think it's a feature that you literally pay for. It's like Twitter Premium in case I have an idea and I'm like, wait, I don't actually want to post that. It'll come up in a second. Don't worry. Happy Cringe Confessional tonight. Big Wednesday. Every time there's a Cringe Confessional stream, I go back and watch every CC. It's a very bingeable series. That's what everybody says to me. How fast does time fly? I swear we just had one. We kind of did. It was like... So, sometimes I'll do Cringe Confessionals. They're supposed to be once a month. But sometimes I think this one's a little bit sooner. February was a short month, and I don't want to miss March. Because I'd be doing that. I'd be, like, missing months. And I think it'd be good to do. You know? I see your retweet about y'all gaming. Oh, I bet the video didn't go up. Oh, there it is. Okay, I thought it maybe wouldn't post the video. Because maybe it's not a good video. I thought maybe it'd be a broken video. Sometimes Twitter just does that. It won't post the video that I was trying to post. But it won't tell me that it didn't post. It'll just say it didn't. It'll just go away. But look at this animal I found. I found that. That's in my backyard. Look at that thing. Oh my God, what's his problem? Why is he so mad? What's wrong with him? Why is his Why is he angry? Oh my God, he's screaming. Australia got a bunch of shit like this, bro. Australia got mad mammals. They got so many mammals that are very susceptible to cats. I think that's why they don't like cats over there. They would kill all the wildlife. It's just a cat heaven, bro. A kangaroo is the biggest cat you've ever seen. Or the biggest mouse you've ever seen. But a cat couldn't kill him because they're very strong and buff. Coney, I saw this earlier and thought of you. This better be nice. Yesterday at the Nintendo store, I heard someone say, hey, remember ARMS? And then they and their friends started laughing. They'll begin coughing in 3 days. I will send across my prayer as well to make sure that they are killed swiftly. I hope they cough in 2 days. I'm going to send my energy over too. I'm going to buy some witches on Etsy to curse them even further. Beware. It's going to be very painful. You guys need to be nice to ARMS. You know, they almost had a graphic novel. That's a good game. We're doing Cringe Confessional tonight. And then tomorrow, do we start the Nuzlocke? I haven't decided. If tomorrow's gameplay Thursday, maybe we do the Nuzlocke. Maybe we do something else. I think, but I don't know if I want to start it. No, I do. Because it could be Nuzlocke Thursdays. Because I was going to say Alex comes out on Thursday, but he don't. He come out Tuesday. So we'll do that. You're actually Nuzlocking. I'm going to try it, yeah. And then Sunday is Coney Mania. That's going to take a lot of setup, so it's going to take a lot of work. Sunday is Coney Mania. Thursday is Nuzlocke. Tuesday is Alex. Wednesday, we'll figure it out. We'll see. I love Coney Mania. Dude, me too. It's going to be very fun. You are not playing a stance character. He's a stance character? I'll figure it out for him. Whatever, man. I like Alex. He's cool. That'll be nice. What?
Grandsons had a very funny chat interaction that felt very Coney-esque Link.
Grandsons? What do you mean, grandsons?
What is this? Who has...
Oh, I see. Pooh Bear. Grandsons? Grand Pooh Bear? He's more unk than I am. What are you talking about? He's the super unk, bro. He's not even pushing 40. He got there. He's done pushing. Hold on.
Is the game mislabeled again? PTW? What is this? Pooh has the game mislabeled again? PTW? Shut the fuck up! I don't have the game mislabeled. You don't think I'm playing Zelda 2, bitch? What's that? I am playing Zelda 2. I'm also playing Link Between Worlds, Zelda 1, Season of Ages, Oracles,
doing the randomizer thing.
fucking Breath of the Wild, all of them, everything. You want to fight? You could never fight me. You live in a screen.
Yeah.
I am a person.
Yeah, that guy lives in the computer. He's right. He's fighting a computer program. All I have to do is download McAfee, and that guy would get deleted. Pooh's right. And I know Pooh's a real person because I've seen him in real life. That's my guy. He's a real human being. Anybody that I haven't seen in real life, I'm suspicious of. Even streamers. That could be a robot. And now AI made it worse. The streamer lives in the computer, too. I think that unless I see him. I Show Speed lives in my computer. Alpharad, he's real, right? Like everybody that I've seen in real life, I Show Speed might be a CIA, FBI, Illuminati concerted effort to push cultures from all over the world, like a it's a small world kind of endeavor, right? Maybe they're trying to do something with that. I don't know what it would be, and if I speculated, I think I might get. But they could be doing that, right? I Show Speed is Captain Planet. That's a good way to see it. Yeah. But he might be a government-funded bad Captain Planet. Like a bad guy, maybe. Coney, have you seen the V-Buck price increase? Dude, I did. Hold on. I brought it up. And you know what I liked about this? Fortnite.com. Fortnite V-Bucks price increase. They straight up said it. Cost of running Fortnite has gone up a lot, and we're raising prices. They started with that. They didn't start for years. Fortnite has been at the epicenter of online gaming and culture. I'm so glad they just loaded up with that shit. They said, listen, sorry. My bad. They make so much money. This is BS. Listen, whether or not it's true, right? I'm not here to judge that, okay? I will say that it seems like they make hand over fist absurd money, right? But I also feel like tournament TOs are pocketing billions of dollars. And then I found out Wi-Fi at a tournament is $300,000. So, maybe there's something we don't see, you know? I liked the candor here. They said that shit straight up. Yeah, it costs a lot and we're raising prices. I don't know. Have you guys had a crazy energy bill? My BGE bill is criminal right now. Has something to do with AI, I think. I don't know. I read an article. I don't know. Something about that. But yeah, they're upping a little bit. But apparently you get more epic rewards back. I don't know if they always had that. If they always had that, then it's kind of shitty to put that there. But no, I steal power from my neighbor. That's smart. People used to steal cable. Don't really have that anymore. Have you guys seen this animal? That's you when you're mad at me. You sound stupid like this animal. This is you when you're mad at me and you're raging. I don't like that noise. Me neither. I think that's the reason we've never seen one of these guys before. They're like cute in a picture, right? And then you turn it on and Jesus, why are you so neurotic? Stop. Dude, I want to feed you a carrot. Stop yelling. That's not scaring me. I would still kill you. I don't want to. Can I feed you? Be cute. Be cute. I hate not cute mammals. They're wasting. They got big eyes, man. They're wasting their opportunities. I would absolutely spec into years of domestication like a cat instead of this asshole who wants to live free. Stupid ass. Why don't you look at me all cute and maybe give me the slow blinks like that? Say I love you. Aw. Cute. All right. Listen, I'm not proud of this. I promised you guys that I would show you. I had to uninstall the game. Let me show you something, okay? I told you this was real. It's gonna be fast, okay? Hold on. I need you to see this so you can see what hell I live in, okay? Listen, one of the most fun games ever made, tremendous multiplayer experience, right? Hold on. I want you to see this. I'm Billy, the goat man, okay? Look at this. 07 Doorman, 4-3 Lash, 4-2 Pocket, who I laned with. He was okay, but he didn't help me a lot. But that's Pocket. 4-9 Yamato, 111. Whatever. It's fine. They're new to the game. They're not doing great, having a great game. We are being assaulted in our base, okay? Whatever. I parry this shit. I kill him easily with the help of a free... okay, well, okay, he died. Yeah. All right, so wait. We just defended the base. Hold on. Base defended. What do you do in this situation? Well, there are 2 people dead, 1 critical. We're going to mid.
They're in mid.
I'm shot calling here, all right? Because I got to be the coach guy because nobody fucking else will. So I'm running to mid.
Let's go to mid.
Let's go to mid. Let's go to mid. You keep saying it. We got 2 people. Oh, hold on. You guys can't see the map. Hold on. Hold on. This is important. I'm saying let's go mid. All right? We got 2 people down here. 2 people clearing left. Whatever, man. I don't think you need both of them, but that's fine. We're going to mid, right? Here we go. I didn't know if 2 worked on him. I'm here alone, but that's fine. Everybody's converging, right? We're getting in here, okay? It's looking good. We get this mid-boss. Fantastic, right? All right, cool. In case you guys don't know, this offers you a buff that lets you come back at full health when you die. It's a very good way to change the game. You turn it around, all right? Because we're down 12K. It was 20 before. We get the rejuve, all right? Now, Doorman gets us out. Awesome. We are here in mid lane, all right? We're delivering the urn, I guess. All right, let's push up to mid. We're going to blue. We're going to blue. By the way, before you guys laugh at me, the stamina is bugged, okay? So in case you guys laugh at me for not having my shit together. Oh, they're in the bridge. Okay. 1 dead.
They're getting the horns now, baby.
I don't know why they were there, but they died instantly, right? Like, holy shit, turn around. They're just hanging out here. We got the rejuve. This is huge.
They're getting the horns
We killed
now,
1.
baby.
The other one, I think she got out. Yeah, she gets out. All right, whatever. We're going to push up mid. Watch the map. All right? Have rejuve, 1 dead, 1 critical. We got 2 people doing whatever the fuck is this. What is here? What has 2 people drawn to it? What did they put there? Is they doing sacrifice? What is that? The soul urn? That's over, right? Okay, we got the urn. Fine, you're right. They got urn. All right, let's push up mid. We had at least 2 people, right? Fine, 1's dead. I don't care. We're going to get this.
Why are you hiding from me?
All right, I'll shoot this down. It's not happening. Team's not coming. Fine, okay? This guy shows up. He's got like half HP. I'm popping ult just to try to get a pick. I'm going to leave it here, okay? All right, I'll get out of here. Hold on. All right, that's an ult. All right. There are now 4 people here. 3 people. 1 of them left. All right, well, we'll leave. We'll get out of here. We're going to get out of here. I'm stunned to parry. All right. 3rd person showed up again. I'm in the middle of all... Where is everybody? Where is anybody? Where is 1 guy? Where's the 1 guy? This guy's here. This guy's there. I didn't notice it until before. Lash is here. Lash leaves. What happened to him? All right, well, you know, this is lasting a while. Let's let it play. It's fine. Okay? Hold on. It's fine. I'm surviving a long time. And you know what I have that you may have forgotten? Oh, dear viewer, I have the Rejuvenator. I call upon my teammates, please assemble. Please stop pushing the right lane. Please stop doing whatever the fuck that is. Someone help me, please. All right, round 2. All right, I'm killing this guy. I'm getting bounced around. That's 2 solo ults, by the way. This is 2. This guy is only parrying. He has 1 hit. He's what? That is 45 seconds without any players on the map. This guy's still here. What? And I think I tuned in during the Rejuvenator. You know what this guy is doing? He might get it, though. And got it. All right. Here we go. We're going down. We did both of those. I went insane on this game. It drove me fucking crazy. And that is why, in short, we're turning the game off. There's no more of that. I'm uninstalling the game forever, unless my life circumstances changes and I can play with friends. It's done. Uninstall now. I will. I showed you. All right, we're good. What is that animal? I don't know. I've never seen it before. What is it? I think it's some kind of mouse, some kind of rat or something. I don't know what it is. That is so strange. What is that thing? A wombat? I don't know. A very small kangaroo. Not this shit. You don't fuck with that guy? I like him. That's that bullshit with fur. Yeah, every mammal is a bullshit with fur. But yeah, I had to get off Deadlock after that. It just... Oh, what a fucking nightmare. All right. Did you guys hear about Mario Baseball? It's true. There's an all-new Mario Baseball game. It's here. Ta-da! That's right. Super Mario 3D Stadium tabletop game. Oh my fucking God. Dude. Come on. I didn't even know there was a video.
Super Mario 野球版 3D
Okay.
スタジアム
Maybe it's cool.
スタジアムに全員集合だ
All right.
チームを選んでマリオたちと一
Throw
緒
the
に
ball,
試合開
Mario.
始レバー
They have actual children playing.
操作で
Now I feel stupid for wanting a real game.
チームを選んで
This
マリ
is
オ
so
たちと一緒に
stupid. I got excited over nothing. How do you think I feel?
試合開始レバー操作でマリオが投げた打ったヒットアウト消える魔球勝つのはど
Now
っ
you're
ち
gonna
だ
make me feel embarrassed for playing a Mario game.
リンクシステムで自分だけのチームを作ろう
Man, I don't want to change all the characters.
リンクシステムで自分だけ
Dude, Wario being demoted to a little paper piece instead of having a figure like Mario is very
の
funny.
チームを作ろう
Peach got a figure. Boo got a figure. Oh, are these like collectibles? Oh, never mind. This shit expensive, probably.
スーパーマリオ野球版 3D
They got Blue Toad in this bitch. There's Daisy. This fuck-ass render of Waluigi from 2008. They got new Donkey Kong. That's nice, I guess. Realistic pitching and batting. I think it's over. This game is meant for players 5 and up. Okay, well, that's me. Phew, thank goodness. I bet it's blind boxes? No way. Absolutely not. That would be crazy. Stupid. All right. So mad. Now more than ever, we could use a little Mario Baseball. You know what I mean? Like now, at this point. Yeah, I don't know why Bandle's blue. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they changed it or... I saw it and I was like, am I on the right site? Like I get in trouble? What is this? Got hacked? Hit it. Thanks, Tree Snim. This shit got strings in it? You played tennis for 2 hours total. I don't like tennis. I like baseball. Is that, All right, yeah. I only knew because of the chord progression. I didn't know it had all those strings. Ugh. I don't like that. Thanks, X-Maniac. 112 million years! Thank you, Kunker. Thank everybody, bro. Thanks, Tunker. Thank you, X-Maniac. Thank you, Tree Snip. Thank you, Autistic Bucks fan. Thank you, Kate the Unfallen. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Munchlax. Thank you, Asia. Thank you, Illusion Keeper. Thank you, Newmfly. I like saying that name. That's good. 1-8, Combo Multiplier, Dance FGC, Danger Ducklings, Regolith, Buffoon, Sly Tang, and the rest. Did you realize that this song is 15 years old? A 15-year-old would not know this song. This came out when they were in the hospital. That's fucked up, man. That's actually, that's awful. That's insane, man. This was the song of my graduation year, and I hate it. Yeah, I feel like my graduation time was always like, it was the same songs. It was the Green Day Good Riddance fading into, because it was an old song by that point, fading into that Vitamin C song. It was like that was becoming the new thing because graduation songs come out like once every 30 years. I could see this being one, though, if you guys were, 2011, 2012, whatever it is. So I graduated when Hall of Fame came out. God, it was everywhere. I don't think I know that track, man. I recognized the song, but never bothered to learn the name of it. Yeah, it's not good. Mine was that interpolation of Time of My Life. Time of My Life? Oh, like the Dirty Dancing? Or is that Footloose? Dirty Dancing. It's one of those movies where you're not allowed to dance. And it's banned by the church or by dad. I don't remember. Something like that. Coney swears up and down he's never heard of The Fray. I only know that one song, man. Oh my God. Dude, I was at the mall the other day and they were playing this song. And apparently it's like really big on TikTok now. Like a lot of old songs are. It was in Stranger Things. Yeah, Stranger Things made it big again. Every few years, this song gets another, corporate executive to be like, wait, what about that Kate Bush song to put in? It's a good song. It's evocative. It's moving. It feels ethereal, right? Good for her. Yeah, I'm glad she gets like royalties at this point, I once, I think I accidentally stumbled onto the second Kate Bush song, Wuthering Heights. You ever hear that? She's going crazy in that song. That song is fucking crazy, man. She is wuthering. What is that? It sounds like a new song that wants to sound old. Oh, it is old. That's Bob Dylan. All right, never mind. That was like Alabama Shakes thing. I don't know, fucking a track from that wants to sound like it was from the 60s, You literally didn't recognize this song on another game. Hurricane? I don't know, man. Like a Rolling Stone. I only know the chorus, man. Wait, it sounds like that? I heard a different part of it. Is this that like I remember the Dexter one, but I don't know what. I don't remember the song. I don't remember. I remember Dexter being in like 3 songs. I think I remember a little bit of it, but I don't remember the name. His ass is not getting this. Yeah, these are. This is a bad day of songless for me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is not my best performance. I'll try to be better tomorrow. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry. My bad. Your ass at this? Yeah, it's not a good day for me. My bad. This is a bad songless pull. Listen, tomorrow I'll be better before the Nuzlocke. I'll train up. You say that every other day. No, I usually do good at that, man. It's just the hip-hop that fucks me up. I haven't listened to that shit since the 90s, bro. Y'all fuck with Coolio? He's so cool. He's on Keenan and Kel and everything. The Nuzlocke will be so good. I don't think it will, man. I don't know if it's going to be fun. I've got to be $100 with you. That shit might be bad. But I'm trying it. We'll see together. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. Thanks, 8 Sways. It's either pure fun or pure ass. I think I'm doing black and white. I think it's going to be black and white, and we're going to try it out. And you know what? After that stream, I might be like, this sucks, and I don't want to do it. Every time I've seen a variety streamer try a Nuzlocke, they ended up wanting to murder every single member of their chat and themselves. Perfect. Great. I just got off Deadlock for that feeling. So if I can start a new game that makes me want to blow my brains out, that sounds like a great way to fill that gap, right? Do a randomized Nuzlocke. How about I just start with A? I don't want to go to T, right? Let me learn A, B, C without jumping all the way to R, you know? Like, that's... What you're talking about is 301 shit, man. It's like walking into French class and their asses is conjugating, you know? I don't... Do they do that over there? Is that just Spanish? Do I conjugate? Do you conjugate in English? Famously? Okay. My ass isn't conjugating, not consciously. I guess I'm just really good at it. I don't even need to think, you know what I'm saying? All right. Say goodbye, chat. Goodbye, everybody. Black and white is one of the hardest Nuzlocks. What? Yeah, but it's the new Pokemon, though. That's why I thought it might be cool, right? Conjugations in English are like do, doing, done, did. I still don't know what conjugation is. Yeah, I might die fast. If I die fast, it's okay. Because I'll just die, and then I'll restart, and I'll die, and I'll restart, and after the 3 or 4 hours, I'll be like, wow, this sucks, and I'll never do it again. And then we can get the Donkey Kong 64, and that'll be our Gameplay Thursday. We'll make it work. Coney, since no Play-Doh is dead, can we have this? Yeah, you can. I'll give it up. There you go, man. At least with Fire Red, you know all the Pokemon. Yeah, but I kind of like not knowing them. I'm going to get hit with some nonsense anyway. Fuck it, you know? It'll work out. What happened to No Play-Doh? I have no idea. I think the guy just deleted it. I didn't remove it. It's a multicultural stream, you know? Emerald is so good for first Nuzlocke. Okay, listen. People said Fire Red or Black and White. You can't throw out new options now. I don't like that we have more, like, everybody's like, wait, you should actually try this. I don't know. You guys are going to make it really hard. I'm not going to do anything. All these suggesting Sallies. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Emerald is probably the best Pokemon game. All right. Let's get to it. Let me change up the voice. Start with I'll start with Rod. Rod's a good place to start, I think. Banjo Tooie Nuzlocke. What does that sound like? Yeah, how would you do that? You give me a way to do it, I'll do it. I die as just Kazooie, and I can't use Kazooie anymore. Sorry, I gotta get this song going. Yeah, that would just be permadeath on that game. All right. Happy Cringe Confessional night, everybody. Tonight's stories are from... Actually, I'll save it for when we actually get into it. We got to do a, I got to plan out my stream. So we have like Cringe Confessional one Wednesday, Wii Wednesday, another Wednesday. I haven't done Factor Opinion in a while. That might be fun. I don't know. We'll see. Last episode, 2 separate stories were mine. What? You got 2 stories in this? That's actually crazy, man. I feel like most people don't get their things at all. A lot of people don't get any stories. People have been like, my story came up months and months ago, and I wasn't in. Let me see. And your ass is stealing all the stuff. Stealing all the spots from these poor chatters. I've had 3 total across 4 years. Y'all are getting picked multiple times? I have 1 story and I've never submitted. I have 1 story and I never actually put it in. But one day I will. And it'll come through. And I have to hope it doesn't get picked. Because then I'm going to be blushing a lot. Although I guess if I blush at any story, people will be like, oh my God, it's that one. Ha ha ha. Okay. First time watching live, I love binging them on YouTube. I get that comment so many times, man. So many people say that they binge it and they come to the stream for the first live one. I got to tell you, the live ones, you're going to hear a lot more bad stories that aren't good that we cut out. And then you're also going to hear a lot of really raunchy stuff that's not allowed to go on YouTube. I got picked and Coney thought it was fake. I guess it was pretty unbelievable how stupid my parents are. Oh, it was one of those? There's a lot. I don't know. I feel like the mods probably go through a lot of fake bullshit. They see a lot more of it than I do, right? But want to bet 5 subs on a sex story? What, did it happen or doesn't happen? It will absolutely happen. Shake. There will absolutely be a story about making love that goes awry. That happens every stream. 5 subs on it. Thank you. Anybody else want a side bet? Huh? Oh, the Kalshi hour. We should have this at the beginning of every segment. Nobody else? 10 maybe, huh? E. Compton knows, actually. He put these together. 5 subs if there's no piss story. There's going to be a pee story, too. I'm not betting on that. That's stupid. What's the over-under on poop stories? I don't think poop is not as popular as pee. Pee is number 1. Okay. All right. True. All right. What do you mean -2? That was funny. I thought that was really good. You didn't fuck with that? Coney, I shit myself at a Popeyes today. Thanks for the tier 1, man. Did the employees care at all? I feel like there's nobody in there. These places are dead. Whenever I go into a Popeyes, I feel like I got to make it myself, you know? I think I told you guys about my Red Lobster thing. That's what happened. When you go into that fucking Red Lobster, that shit's scary, right? All right. Why is this not working? I got the Google Sheets for the responses, and that shit is bugged. Oh, never mind. It works now. Okay. I had the wrong window up. Coney, we better be in this episode. You didn't include us last episode. Yeah, I forget why. I forget what happened. But yeah, you weren't in that on YouTube. But that means you guys are watching it on Twitch and then watching it on YouTube later just to see you. Get over it, man. Come on. Coney's the 12th for me. Can you fix it? Where? Oh, Europe. Right. No, I'm not doing that. We abide by EST in this house. God's time zone. It's like watching yourself in a game show crowd. There I am. Look, everybody. I talked. That's good. All right. Happy Cringe Confessional night, everybody. Let's do it. Got it. I got to make this loud, but not too loud. Perfect. Okay. Fellas, welcome back to Cringe. I got to stop yelling. Fellas, welcome back to Cringe Confessional, the cringiest show on the internet. I set up an anonymous online forum where my Twitch chat, that's them, we peel back the curtain of reality. Them, there, could submit all their most embarrassing stories, and I could look at them and laugh. Ha ha ha! I made them for you! So let's listen to them right now and listen to the most harrowing, terrifying tales of embarrassment and cringe together. And the least you could do to thank me is a like or a subscribe. I'm not asking for it. I'm not begging for it. I'm asking politely. Please do it. Please, please, please. Watch, I'll make the button light up. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Did it happen? If it happened, click the button. Thanks for tuning in. Let's do Cringe Confessional, shall we? There's a lot of fat on that steak. Editor, just cut around it, all right? That's a lot of gristle you got to cut through. That was not a lean cut. I don't think the subscribe thing has worked once. It has. It worked by accident a few times. I don't even know if it still is up, but I've tried to pop it a few times and it has never worked. And then when I don't try to pop it, that shit goes. Broop. I saw it one time. Yeah, it's strange, right? It is. I got jump scared by it recently. Yeah, that shit's awesome. I love it when it lights up. It's beautiful. Guess I'm not pure of heart. These stories, by the way, are from February 25 to March 25. Let me see, March 12th. So if you submit anywhere from February 24th to March 12th of last year, you may be on here. And if you're not on here and you want to see your story on here and you think I skipped it, you should email me a lot of times until I respond to you. Just keep emailing me over and over and over asking, where's my story? Where's my story? I want to hear my story. Everybody should hear my story. What are you going to do for your 1 million sub special on YouTube? Probably die. I would be dead. I'm at 220K. I think I'm not hitting that shit, dude. You know how old I am? Unless an alien civilization comes to our planet and like, hey, we really like this guy. Like, they bring it back to their planet and I'm their chosen, you know? But even still, I think they would pick that peanut guy. He's funny. How he look like a peanut? Is that a peanut that came to life? You know? Aliens might be able to bring me back, though. That'd be kind of fun. Thank you to E. Compton and Keen Frizzle for putting this together, by the way. God bless. Pulling the stories. Well done. Thanks, everybody. Coney, if you could die, how would you want to die? It's a stupid question, man. Everybody says the same thing. It's just peacefully in your sleep, right? There's no other way to die that's cool or good, right? You like meat grinder, self-immolation. I think you're picking literally the other end of the spectrum. You're picking the worst things. You could pick something that's like in the middle, like natural causes or sick, right? I want to die of being flooded by brain chemicals that make me feel good and warm and happy. Which might be a drug overdose. I don't know. What is that like? I know your body should. I'm not advocating it, but like, do you like feel good on the way out? What is that? That's called an overdose. Yeah, but does it hurt? I'm gonna try heroin now. No, don't do that. No. Don't do that. You're gonna give away my big summer stream. Oh, oops. Why do you think I need a sponsor? I need funding for this. Trying all kinds of street drugs until I pass out. How many can I take? Let's find out together. Week-long stream. It's very small doses. Okay, that's enough. Thanks for tuning in. Let's do some Cringe Confessional, shall we?
Me and my friend from elementary school used to play mobile games in the office after school.
Okay.
We were around 7 or 8 years old, and we just got into the mobile version of Terraria.
That feels irresponsible. Mobile Terraria, because, like, Minecraft mobile is one thing, because all the kids love Minecraft, but Terraria has so much more, like, maybe I'm wrong about this. Terraria, to me, felt so much more dense and, like, arcane. Like, all the pieces of it, all the small bits and, like, how things work together. Maybe the fact that it was 2D and, like, the sprites and it was nonsense. I feel like putting that on your phone is a fucked up thing to do. Your parents should have stepped in. Wiki nerd shit. That's a good way to put it.
We
Yep.
were around 7. He had so much better stuff than me because he played more, having cool swords and spells and the
What
sort.
a dork.
We were fighting a boss one Friday afternoon, and we were getting pretty rowdy.
Okay.
My friend had 2 of the same spell book, and I want you to guess what it's called.
How could I? Necronomicon, Ancient Tome, something like that.
If you guessed Golden Shower, you were correct.
Okay. Now I said that this was dangerous for kids. Now I just think it's irresponsible. You got a pee book in there? Pee story, by the way. 5 gifties. Pay up.
The book sent out yellow laser beams, but looking back, it was just piss.
Okay. Was it like wet? Is it liquid? I feel like there's probably a lot of plausible deniability, but okay.
Me and my friend were about to die, and we started screaming hit him with a golden shower. And give him a golden shower.
Yeah, use
At
the
one
golden
point
shower.
during the
yeah.
fight, my friend was running low on mana, and he gave me his book, while also screaming and giving you a golden shower, and then my name. I
That's
proceeded
pretty
to
good.
try and be
That's
funny
a-
with wordplay,
Uh-huh.
and say thanks for the golden shower, and then his name.
Okay, wait, so you knew what a golden shower was when you were 8 or 9? I thought the whole point of this story is that you guys didn't know, and then a parent came in or a teacher and said, good heavens, what are you boys doing? You were 7 or 8 and you knew this? I don't like this anymore. This is trying to be funny with the wordplay. Like, no reason to think they knew. I thought being funny with the wordplay meant that they knew what that was. I guess they're just saying the name. Okay.
Our parents had to explain to us what a golden shower is.
Never mind. Okay. Yeah, no, that's different. Never mind.
Hope this piss story is a bit more unique than the usual.
It is, and it is a peace story. Thanks for writing in. We got that out of the way. That was the first one. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of terms that you kind of just come across on your own naturally through life. But I think every kid at some point in their life is going to do or say something that's way more fucked up than they realize. And parents can't cover every base, right? It's going to be something like this. I think on the spectrum of things you could have said, golden shower isn't so bad. You guys were not peeing on each other in the PTA room. You guys could have said a lot worse things that would have rang a lot more alarm bells. Why do people like golden showers? See, that's a conversation. We're not going to have that talk here. You should just Google that. You should. Did you open up the wrong browser? Just open up a new tab. I don't want to have this discussion. Ask your parent. Yeah, if you don't know what's going on in the Coney stream, ask your mom or dad. They'll know. Tell them to watch the stream and subscribe. And maybe they'll be able to tell you. That'll help. I feel like putting golden shower in a kid's game. I don't like that. It's stupid.
I was in high school when Brawl came out, and there was a video game club that played
Damn,
Smash
that's
after
old.
school most days, which was how I got really into the game.
High school when Brawl came out. You could have been 14. Which means you were born in what, 1996? 97? That's not so old, I guess. No, I was in college when Brawl came out. It was worse for me. I was excited to like compete, and I was like, all right, everybody at tournaments is way older than me, so I'm going to wait for the Brawl game because I was good at Melee with my friends. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to wait until the next game. I'm going to wait till Brawl because I feel like everybody at the tournaments is in college, and then I get there, and I'm older than Mewtwo King. I'm older than Chillin' Dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, why did nobody tell me? What happened? I think I'm younger than Asin, though. That I was old as hell.
One of the things that
I could have been a Melee player. You missed out. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of thankful now, but, you know, that would have been a cool year from time from, like, what, 2010 to 2016 before Melee died? That would have been good.
One of the things that I particularly liked about Brawl was all of the voice lines characters had, especially Solid Snake.
Yeah.
I was a theater nerd and I liked to do voices, so I would do a lot of impressions and practice them constantly.
Okay.
One day I was walking through the hall to my next class, repeating Snake lines to myself. I walked through the door as I was delivering the most perfect tasty line I had ever done.
Oh, that's a little
I
weird.
didn't have any time
That's a
to be
weird one to
impressed
do.
with myself, because I heard a gasp and the teacher said my name in an accusing tone. I turned around and noticed a member of the school dance team was standing at the desk by the door.
Oh, that is a little weird. Oh, he's saying like Solid Snake next to the girl. That's a little I don't know if I would have made that association, but I see why the teacher was vigilant. That makes sense.
She thought I had been referring to her being
I
tasty.
knew. Yeah, I
I
get it.
panicked and
Right.
quickly explained to the whole class that I did not find this girl
No,
tasty or
she's actually
attractive,
really ugly.
but that
I
I
don't
was
like
just
her. I
doing
just
an
like
impression of a
game.
video.
Dude, that's a good way to get yourself double blacklisted. One, this girl is not attractive. She's actually ugly and I hate her. And by the way, I was doing an impression of a video game character. I'm walking around popping all his voice lines. Awesome, man. Okay, well, now nobody's going to like you.
The class started laughing, and some of the jock kids sitting in the back tried to ask me what other girls I thought were tasty before the teacher settled everyone down. I was made fun of in that class for the rest of the year, and that girl in particular avoided me for the rest of the time I was at that school.
I would too. You said something weird, and then you said, no, she's ugly. You kind of deserve that one a little bit. It's so terrifying to do anything embarrassing in high school because that shit will follow you. That's a bummer.
But the game club liked my snake impression, so at least I got that.
Say it again, Terry. Say it again. Oh, very cool, man. Lose. Yeah, that's just going to encourage you to do more shitty voice impressions. I don't know, man. Everybody doing the solid snake impression I didn't like that. Everybody thought they had a good snake. And all he did was grunt, just, ugh. Chatter, send in a snake impression. Yeah, if you can send in like a vocal, what's that called? The vocal thing where you can send an audio file, just send in one of those and let me hear it. I'll be the judge of that. Vocal stemming solid snake. I guess I shouldn't laugh though, because every Vocaroo, that's what it's called. Because every time I hear that, I literally can't play a Mario sports game on the 64 because I cannot stop myself. Literally. Like every time I do Mario Kart or tennis or golf, dude, I didn't know that in Mario Golf, there are like 50 taunts. Have you guys played that? On Mario Golf, when you play on the 64, like every button is a taunt, and while people are playing, you could just keep popping it. They talk so much. They talk so many times. His girlfriend is to walk through minefields to not set off the stems. Literally happened today. She was like, how did Wii Wednesday go? What are you going to do next? And I said, Wii. She was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you saying it like that? I'm like, oh, the Zelda CDI games had a king, and he says, how can we help? And then people cut it out, so he would just say, Wii. And so it's like the Nintendo Wii. And she didn't talk for like a little while after that. She's like, okay. And then she got kind of quiet. Got on her phone. Kind of weird. So I think she was looking up the videos. I think what she was doing is looking up the YouTube videos so she could understand better, right? That's definitely explaining a YouTube poop is maybe bottom 5 experiences. Listen, I showed her the Mama Luigi thing and she loved it. So, whatever. That's fine. He's just the Zelda guy. Maybe not that one.
Back in January 2020, when I was a university freshman, my 2 friends and I went to a small house party.
Okay.
None of us were...
I feel too big. I'm zooming this shit out. Do I look too big? That's way better. Okay.
None of us were big party goers, but the host was a mutual friend.
I want to be itty
We
bitty.
got there right when doors
open.
opened, said hello to the host, got some Popeyes, and took a spot on the couch right next to the entrance.
Yum.
We were unsure of what to do since none of us drank or did any substances.
Oh.
So we pulled out our phones and started watching the Smash Ultimate streams for Genesis and Evo Japan.
Okay,
Every
cool,
now
man.
and then something
Awesome.
hype would happen and we would pop off, which
Yeah.
would cause people to give us weird looks.
Very cool.
Eventually,
All right.
more people came in and started doing actual party stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, we decided to take our half-eaten Popeyes and relocate to the quiet, dinky basement.
Dude, the VODs will be up tomorrow, man. Let's enjoy the time out. We don't have to do this. You could leave the party. Yeah, I was like, if you don't want to be at the party, you don't have to be there. What are we doing watching the games at the... All right. Old Alt is so good, though. I mean, I agree, but keep your ass at home, right? You might find other players, maybe, trying to get people to play with, but...
Now as the night went on, many people would come into the basement.
Right.
Large groups looking for a space to do party games, small
Sure.
groups looking for a quiet spot to chat, and couples looking for a place to make out.
And you
However,
guys watching
all of
Smash
them would
Ultimate.
immediately leave at the sight of three guys on a small futon, popping off about competitive Smash and Gacha games.
Okay, yeah, you kind of claimed that area. It's not like you guys are gonna get up and leave, right?
Towards the later end of the night, one guy stumbles down the stairs. The three of us, still having a good time, end up making eye contact with the guy. This guy does not immediately turn around but instead looks at us and says in an inebriated fashion,
Yo.
Do you guys wanna hit a dab? All three of us pause at the question. After 5 seconds I raise my arms up, fling my face towards my elbow, and hit an enthusiastic dab pose.
I bet you did. Yeah. That's the dab. Yeah, man. All right. He's definitely going to go upstairs and tell people about that. That's the word. He's going to run upstairs at the top speed. They're all talking about you up there. The whole party is now just a circle talking about how weird you guys are. And this is going to be breaking news.
Seeing this, one of my friends raises his arms up and hits a terrible but ironic dab. Seeing the other
Hillary
friend
Clinton
dab,
one,
my
yeah.
last friend raises his arms up, and with spunk, hits the last dab.
Very cool.
We all hold
yeah.
our poses in silence for 10 seconds.
All right, I don't believe your story anymore. I don't think this is real.
We then raise our heads
Can't
to look
be
at this
real.
guy, expecting him to have said something by now, only to be met by a
10
confused and
seconds
disappointed
a
look.
long time,
He then looks
man.
at us, shakes his head, and says, "No." Like hit a dab. As he does a smoking motion. The three of us, embarrassed, say nothing as we watch him go back upstairs.
Yeah.
Mortified at what we had just done, we quickly left the party without saying goodbye to anyone.
You guys shouldn't have been there. I don't know what to say, man. Why are you guys even... You guys weren't even partaking in the festivities. One guy tries to show you some kindness, and immediately you hit him with the corniest bullshit. He probably thought you were making fun of him, too. You probably hurt that guy's feelings, man. Yakuza humor. Yeah, I feel like he thought you guys were just being assholes in the basement watching that. I don't know. I think this chatter watched Genesis at home and made this story up. I've seen people do this at places, you know, watch the tournament footage, but it's usually like, I don't know, at the restaurant at the tournament. Like if I'm at Riptide, they're at that mac and cheese place down the street watching the tournament. Like that's whatever, right? At a house party, people drinking and smoking and doing beer pong. Come on, man. It was real until the dabbing part. Yeah, I think we embellished a little, you know. Took some creative liberties. Genesis 2020 was pretty good, though. God bless that mac and cheese place. Yeah, it's not even Riptide, right? That's the old one. That's Smash and Splash. I love that place. I haven't been to the new Riptide location. Is it still the old Kalahari? Actually, I know it is because they keep posting that fucking gorilla. It's the same gorilla every time. Every single time, man.
This story happened almost 10 years ago when I started college.
Okay.
So me and my childhood friends were playing online together on League, and, at some point, someone died in the most ridiculous way possible.
Yeah.
After laughing a bit, we decided to list all the dumb ways to die we could think of just for shit and giggles.
All right, I'm guessing my mom died that way. I was shot by an enchanted talking rat with a poison bullet. Stop, man. That's a real thing for people. I was taken to the inescapable realm of torment by a hellish demon king made out of metal. Dude, Jared's mom, that just happened to her. All right, what happened?
At some point, my gears starts grinding and I just said, "Don't we know some idiot that died falling down the stairs?" The entire Skype call went radio silent. Why, you may ask? Well, that's because the idiot in question happened to be my friend's stepdad who
Okay,
died falling
yep.
down the stairs while on a honeymoon with my friend's mom.
Oh my God. Oh, that's on the honeymoon. Yeah, I mean, at one point that's like, haha, that's kind of silly. What a way to go. On a fucking honeymoon, man? Happens to the best of us? It doesn't, man. My ass is not dying to stairs.
The worst being that since it was
don't
abroad,
move.
the whole family was undergoing a lengthy and tiring process to return the
my
body to our
God.
country.
Oh, they got to ship that shit across the sea. But the government won't let it go. They said, this is ours now. You went to the City of Lights and now your husband's stuck there. Oh my God, man. Okay. Jesus.
Oh, and one last thing. The death happened less than 10 days before the call we were all in.
That's
and
why it was
somehow,
on your
my
mind.
dumb 20-year-old mind had completely
Yep.
forgotten about the whole ordeal.
Well, you hadn't completely forgot about it because you did know an idiot that died on the stairs. That's true. You did know a stupid guy that died on the stairs. We just have to be nice to him because, you know, he's somebody's stepdad in the call, right? If that was just a guy you read about on the news, you would have been way meaner, but
Let's just say the gaming session ended soon after.
I bet. Yeah.
Luckily, we made up and now it's a story everyone tells at family gathering to make fun of me.
Yes and no. I feel like they're like, it's funny, but you know, it's also I feel like they're making it
This
up
story-
not really to just make fun of you, but also to remind you not to do that shit again. Like they probably like it's funny when you're there. When you're not there, it's probably a lot different, right? Yeah, I feel like they didn't let it go. Yeah. What if you're the person that keeps bringing it up? Dude, do you remember that time that I brought up the stepdad with the stairs? Why did nobody warn him about the stairs? Yeah, man. Yes, fell down the stairs. Mama just wanted that money now. Wait a minute. Yeah, we should look into the life insurance. Wait. That shit sound like a movie. That's definitely a Netflix film. Falling down the stairs on your honeymoon. That is mad suspicious. I fell down the stairs once when I was 3 and got a permanent scar. That shit is painful. It does feel like we should have invented a better way to get up and down flights, right? Like stairs are kind of, what's the word? Archaic? They feel caveman-y. Elevator? Okay, without that, right? Ramp? I think you could install a ramp in most homes. It might be a little steep, but you could put a rope there. Would ramps be more or less dangerous? Ramp is worse. You think? I think if you had like a rope and you kept the handrails, you just slide down, right? Depends on the incline. Well, I guess so. I just feel like if I think of normal stairs like this, like a 45-degree angle, you could like rappel up there, right? No, what about laundry? Never mind. My ass would not be able to get laundry up the stairs, and if I drop it, it's sliding back down. Never mind. That's a lot worse, I guess. Yeah, fuck it. All right, I guess we'll just keep the stair-related deaths. Fuck me, I guess, for trying to make the world a better place. I don't know why you guys are being so mean to me. I fell down the stairs at work and broke my nose. Now all the stairs have signs to say to hold on to the rails. That's your legacy, man. That's great. A kid is 1,000% hurting themselves on a ramp in their house. I would argue kids are more likely to hurt themselves on stairs than ramps. Ramps you can slide down. Whee! Oh, but then you have to go up. Well, you take the good with the bad. All I know is that when I saw Home Alone and I saw Kevin go down the stairs on a sled, I tried that shit and I got hurt. It wasn't funny. Not so fun. I forgot to open the door. I think that was the problem. In Home Alone, Kevin gets on the sled and goes down the stairs out the door. I did that, but the door was closed, where it just... You seem like someone who would try things you see in the movies. I was power bombing my cousins, bro. I did the jackknife so many times. They got the razor's edge. Yeah. I've long thought of shoes that convert to skis to ski downstairs to descend them faster. Where would you put the ski? Oh, the like small skis. Like the roller skates that are in your shoes that you knock and they pop open. Like you get little. Okay, guys, don't be nice to him. Everybody's like, wow, that's a good idea. If I said that, you would rake me across the coals. That guy says it. Wow, you're a regular Thomas Edison. Wow, that's so smart. You ever try to fly with your mind? No, man. I never. Maybe I can. The only time I've ever done something with my mind is when I made that seagull poop on that couple. And I will never forget that. That was awesome. Wait. What if I was like, wait, I'm going to try flying with my mind. You're going to have to pretend like I... Wait. Let me try. Stupid. So I could put the sky behind me too on the green screen. It's dumb. Okay. It's the Zhao Hong Shu. All right. Next story.
Let's set the stage.
Okay.
I'm currently a junior in high school and this takes place last year.
16 or
Somehow,
17.
I still go to the same school as I did then. Anyways, sophomore year of high school.
All right.
The year of the edgelord. At the time, I was the kind of kid who played it as the main character.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit infamous for doing stupid shit for attention without thinking about the implications it may have on me later.
That's fine. In
New
D&D.
girl
That's
joins the
point.
Spanish
It's
class and knows absolutely nothing about me.
Mhm.
Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm a pretty ugly guy, so girls tend to magnetize to my deeper is.
All right.
So, me being as rizzy as I am, get this girl to come over to my place on Halloween for a nice horror movie date.
I guess what we're saying is that we're ugly, so we're funny, which, like, it does track, but you could have been a little bit more explicit in that.
Enter edgelord. After the first kill of the movie, I started talking about a list of all the people that wronged me and why I was going to kill them.
Oh, yeah, I would have done that to Greg. You know, Greg in science class, I would definitely do that to him. Absolutely. And maybe I'll do it to Dave, too, after that. And I'll make it look like Greg killed Dave and get away with it. Okay. By the way, this is their first date.
She recoiled a little, but for some reason decided to stay.
Oh, that's weird. But he's so funny. This extremely ugly guy just told me he's going to kill people, but he's so funny. I guess I'll stay.
I took this as an opportunity to keep digging the hole deeper.
Oh, we're doubling down.
I
Right.
actually want to kill everyone I see. What? Yeah. Even you. Excuse me? Why do you want to kill me?
All right.
At this point, I came to the realization that what I was doing was stupid AF and had to crawl out of the hole I had dug.
Oh, I thought you had good riz. You said you had good riz. Now you're ugly and stupid. You're ugly, stupid, and you don't get the vibe. What is that, man? How are you going to get out of this one? Okay.
But I was already in fucking China.
Yeah.
To shorten the rest of the story, she calls her parents to take her home, tells the principal about my murderous ideations, and they got the police called on me.
That is probably the most responsible thing to have happened. That wasn't date 2, 3, or 4. If you did that, like, earlier, maybe, or later, maybe, like, you did it too early, man. If you do that, like, on a further date so she gets it a little bit, like, on night 1, you're telling her you want to kill everybody you see? It takes people months to get that kind of trust. Good God, man. That seems like a threat. Like, you better be my girlfriend or else. Holy shit. Okay, that's the end of that story. I thought that there'd be, like, a happy ending, or maybe everybody understood you were just being an edgelord. No, that's just... Okay, sure, man. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I realized? I got to turn something on. If you guys see a giant pizza, don't be scared. I forgot to turn that on for tonight. I forgot. Yeah. Coney says, hide your murder power level. Again, I've told this story before. I can kind of empathize. I ran a bit, my first match ever on Hinge. I ran a bit, and I was in streamer mode, and I said something that was a little, perhaps too far, you know? This is a good story. It was the witch. I think it was fine. I stand by it. Was this the burning witch joke? Yeah, that's the one. I thought it was fine. She didn't get it. Whatever. It's fine. That's just, you know, these are the shots that you take, but recite it. Do you guys really want me to pull the string again? I'll tell you the story at 2420 subs, okay? I don't repeat myself for free. Okay? Tell YouTube about it. Shit, they haven't heard it, have they? All right, 2415 subs. I'll change it a little bit. It would have been a terrible sign if she laughed, to be fair. Do you mean in this story or my story? In my story, it would have been fun. It would have been like, all right, this person's funny. We can go back and forth a little bit. I'm from YouTube. My ass has not seen it. Okay. Listen, give me time, all right? Bro, Fidelity be sending me notifications. Mutual fund to sell. Did they do that or do I do that? Why did they send me that? Am I in trouble? Okay. Sell. My intro. Yeah, sorry, I'm in your account. Oh, I'm gonna change the password. Super evil wizard. What do you even need my funds for? You can make more. Why are you doing that, man? Okay. All right. Hold on. Thanks, Kadinsky. Thank you for the prime. Oh, by the way, thank you, Kadinsky. Thank you, Kato Fazbear. Thank you, Propaganda, for the primes. Thank you. We almost got there, but not quite. Thank you, Joshua Chan. All right, fine. Close enough. Thanks for the primes. Might have been because of the ad thing. All right, so here we go. I'm on Hinge, right? Oh, I was counting the subs, like a counting witch, and it goes into the winch story. I'm on Hinge, and I get my first match ever, okay? It took a few days, I think. It feels like way longer than it actually was. And I match with somebody who's at the Ren Fair. Or the picture is them at the Ren Fair, and they're dressed like a witch somehow or something like that. And I sent them something about being a witch or spells or some bullshit like that. I don't know. Something like that kind of thing. I forget what it was exactly. But she matches, and she sends back something to the effect of, like, if I used my witch powers on you, if I was a witch and used my spells, would you burn me at the stake? Would you burn me for being a witch? And I was like, no, I wouldn't burn you. I would just drown you in a lake. I'll put you in the dunking thing and put you in the lake until you confess. She sends back, like, ... Like, what? Good answer. That's what I thought. She sent back, like, ... Wait, you would actually, why would you kill me? You wouldn't kill me. I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't kill you. I would just, you know, if you weren't a witch, then you would die. But if you were a witch, then you would surely escape. So, you know, you would die a proper and good woman, right? It didn't go that far. That made it worse. It sounded worse. It didn't go that far. But it was something to, like, oh, no, I would only dunk you in the tank until you died. Something like that. She sent back something like another ... And then a pro tip: don't threaten to kill somebody on Hinge, and then unmatched. And I feel like I got trapped there. I feel like if you're going to bring up the idea of burning, I'm allowed to bring up drowning, right? Am I not allowed to do that? Like, that's pretty funny. Thank you for telling me the story. I think I did a good job. It's maybe a little too streamy, you know, but that was on her, to be honest. Yeah, she wanted me to play into this, like, no, I would never burn such a lovely blah, blah, blah. No, I would, because I'm scared to death of going to hell. I'm a Puritan settler, and I think you killed my crops. I'm putting you in the lake until you confess. And if you don't, then Goody Proctor gets to go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she didn't know about the dunking. Like, maybe she didn't know about the dunking bit. So that sounds very specific. Me drowning her in a lake. Maybe she didn't know about history. She didn't know about Salem. I don't know. I accidentally popped my ult on a girl on Hinge recently, and we unmatched. Oh, maybe that's a little too strong. All right, so long. Boop. Yeah, so that was my first one. I ran similar bits with my girlfriend on Bumble, but she got it. She's funny, so that was great. It worked perfectly. You just got to find the right one and then threaten to kill them and hope it works. She threatened to kill me back, and I was like, okay, this might be a really fun date or a manhunt in 48 hours. One of us is going to get lost. But it all worked out. Coney, I'll never find someone. Well, you got to take the risk, man. Tell everybody that you meet that you're going to kill them and see who's like, wait. Me too. Hold on. Okay.
When I was in the 5th.
I know Coney's first picture on his dating profile is the one of him mewing on stream. No, my dating pics were pretty... I'm not a photogenic guy. My dating pics were pretty standard, except the one that I tried to take with my fucking dog, because I'm like, hey, these bitches love dogs. So I took one with my dog, but he kept moving, and he wouldn't look at the camera, and he's so goddamn cute that I'm like, this will definitely win me some points. And it literally took 50 pictures. They're still on my phone of me just... And then I realized I took 50 pictures. I had my fucking headphones on because I was out on a walk with this guy. Take the headphones off. Now I have a streamer dent. My hair looks fucking weird. I still take the pictures. I put them on my profile, but I did get some messages for the dog. He's a very cute dog. So it did work. Show the pictures? Absolutely not. This is about you being embarrassing, not me. These are your stories, not mine.
When I
That's
was in the
enough.
5th grade, I had a crush on this kid.
Damn, you didn't pop it.
When I was in the 5th grade, I had a crush on this kid. We'll call him Thomas.
Okay.
At recess, we had these horizontal bars. One of them was waist high, the other
Sure.
about 4 to 5 feet high.
Yep.
I
those
would
are
do
fun.
flips on the shorter bar for fun, and I eventually learned how to climb up to the tall bar to do flips up there.
Awesome.
One day at recess, I decided I wanted to impress Thomas, so I climbed up to the tall bar and was sitting on it and waited till Thomas was close by, so I yelled, "Hey Thomas,
Yeah.
watch."
Uh-huh.
He looked up at me, and I proceeded to attempt a backwards flip on the bar. Halfway through the flip, my hand slipped off the bar, and I proceeded to fall flat on my back, slamming onto the wood chips.
Yeah.
The breath was immediately knocked out of me, and I was gasping for air, while tears were streaming down my face as
dude.
Thomas
Oh,
stood
that's
there
way
staring at
worse.
me.
Oh, that's way. Have you ever had the air knocked out of you and you make the worst sounds anybody has ever made? I didn't even think of that part. Oh, I thought you were just going to fall down. That's way worse. Dude, when you get the air knocked out of you and you make terrible pit bull noises at the shelter, it's really bad.
The breath was immediately knocked out of me when I was finally able to catch.
I've never understood the wood chips. How is that good? Because you were born in the year 2001, man. You don't know. They didn't have anything else. You would just put a log in a grinder and then put that on the playground like, oh, well, I hope somebody comes up with rubber chips soon. Now they just have there's like a foam thing on a lot of new playgrounds. I feel like back then they didn't have many options.
When I was finally able to catch my breath, I proceeded to sob and scream loudly until a teacher had ran over to help me up and walk me to the nurse's office.
Yeah, I bet Thomas didn't
was
like
not
that
impressed,
shit.
and this moment still haunts me to this day.
Yeah, I bet Thomas didn't fuck with that. You were not as adept as maybe he would have liked it if you were able to hit that flip, but Thomas don't fuck with that when you miss your flip and knock the wind out. Joke's on him though for being named Thomas. It's an awful name, dude. It makes a terrible sound. Everybody always thinks of a train. You gotta be Tom or Tommy or something. But if you're Tommy, you're the pinball wizard. That's an old thing. Nobody else would think that. Maybe Tommy Pickles? I don't know. I'm trying to. I think Thomas has been culturally claimed. You could probably get away with Tom or Tommy. Coney, one of my bullies and his friends all had pillowcases full of wood chips, and they decided to beat me with them at the playground. That takes a long time to fill up, I think. You had a lot of time to run, right? I guess if you don't fill it up all the way. I thought of like a max full, like a plush thing, you know? Coney, why are you laughing at that guy's trauma? 'Cause it's funny! 'Cause it didn't happen to me! I miss when bullies are creative. You guys remember that when somebody would... Chat showed me videos of people hitting a devious lick and you reach over into the other bathroom stall and you steal the guy's pants. I've never forgotten that. That's a fucked up bully thing to do. That's insane. God damn, that's an awful thing to do to somebody. To walk out of the stall like Winnie the Pooh, ask the teacher for help. Jesus. That is horrifying. That was React to Our Season 4. Yeah, it was a while ago. I don't even know if that was real or not. It's just a TikTok trend, but... Oh, my God. Bullies used to give you swirlies. Now they just AI deep fake you as Epstein. I didn't think about the implications of AI on bullying. Just any picture you post on the internet, they could just turn you into any animal or historical figure of notoriety, right? That's really bad. Someone stole one of the bathroom stall doors as a devious lick. I don't know how the hell they did that. A screwdriver, I think. I was thinking this the other day. I took my kid to the playground. There are so many signs that are affixed by screws or like hex bolts. I could take anything I want. I could just go on a looting spree all over the place. I could take any stop sign I see. And apparently if you do that, you have to pay like $200 or something. Like you don't, like you could get away with it. Like $200 for a stop sign feels a little expensive, but like, you know, why don't you? Well, what would I do with it? I'm just saying you could, right? Something like that. Stealing a sign is a federal felony in some states. That's what states? What state's got that problem? Probably the fuck ass flyover states where you ain't got nothing else to do. They should get a laser tag.
Thomas was not.
Let's do something fun. Maybe a roller rink, right? Federal felony in some states makes 0 sense. Bro, I didn't even thank you. You passed the IQ test. Thank you, chatter. Can't believe Will said that. This is why Will likes AMD over NVIDIA. Dumbass. I'm always bringing that up.
Back in
Will's
middle
gonna burn
school,
down his
I was
house.
super obsessed with FNAF. I had an
Who wasn't?
Instagram account where I would post about FNAF and whatever I was into at the time.
All right.
One day I posted a picture of a Foxy plush I got for Christmas.
Very cool.
I got a comment from someone I haven't seen on my profile before. It was a girl my age who was also weirdly obsessed with FNAF like me. We started meeting each other talking about FNAF
Love
and some
is
personal
in the air
stuff.
and at the pizzeria.
Fast forward 2 weeks, she says she loves me, and being a naive 12-year-old, I said I love you too.
Aww. That is definitely a bully catfishing the shit out of you. This is going to be such a sad story.
Her idea of love was strange though. We would do FNAF roleplay all day and night over text.
Oh.
It got to a point where it became kinda freaky deaky.
Why do you need the FNAF theming for that? I feel like FNAF is explicitly not erotic. It's very scary. Maybe Chica.
We were two security guards just making out in the office while the pizzeria was open.
Wait, okay, so it's not even nighttime. You're in the day shift. The pizzeria is open, and you're just. Can you not? Do they need you at that point? Like what? You're not even the animatronics. It's not like Freddy's getting freaky with Chica. These are two security guards together, which makes things way less scary, right? All right, what happens next?
There would be times where she would want to roleplay with Ed's World characters too, which I did not object to.
Hold on. Dude, what? What is this? Ed's World? Ed's World is the fictional world of the late Ed Gould, spanning multiple forms of online media. Oh, it's British Homestar, I think. This is like a UK Homestar thing. Okay. Tomska. Wait, Tomska. I've heard that before. That's the pie guy, right? Dad, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. I'm Dad. Is that him? Cool video. Very funny videos, British people. That's the one. I hate Newgrounds. All right, then what?
She had this weird obsession with Tord, and I roleplayed as Tord while she roleplays as herself.
Okay. You be Tord, I'll be me. Okay, sure.
This kind of relationship went on for over 3 years over text.
So from 12 to 15, you're doing FNAF and Edworld roleplay instead of going on a date, like talking to a girl, maybe going to Cold Stone Creamery, having your parents drop you off and wait in the car. Like, 3 years for this? Okay. It's not going to be a girl. He got catfished into some freak shit. Okay, what happened
The
next?
only reason it ended is because she posted on her Instagram story that she was dating someone in real life.
Oh. All right, so she grew up. One of you had to. One of you had to get off that offline shit. She was like, wait, I could kiss a person in real life? What is this Freddy shit? So long, Tord. It's messed up, man.
I got really
That's a
mad
bummer.
at this and TBH for being 15.
Yeah.
I should have known better, but I was being awful about how I handled this news.
What'd you do?
I was very mean to her. I felt so betrayed, heartbroken and angry, so I unleashed it all on her. Essentially, I bullied her with a fuck ton of name-calling and misogyny.
Oh, no, you got red-pilled. My 3-year FNAF Ed's World roleplay partner cheated on me and started dating somebody in real life instead of texting me for the rest of our lives. That's it. I hate women now. Funniest way to get radicalized. I bet this is not uncommon. Straight up. I'm positive somebody has been radicalized because they were treated badly on Club Penguin. Some guy is watching Clavicular. Right now, that might be a little bit too young. Some guy watched Sneeko because somebody rejected him on Club Penguin. Maple Story. That's a good one. Yep. Club Coke, Planet Coke. You guys ever do that? The Coca-Cola one? It was like Habbo Hotel. I love that Coke one. Tune down.
I'm 20 now, and I feel
Okay.
absolutely terrible about how I treated her and how I just couldn't handle it normally.
No, dude, you're 15. Whatever, man. It's been Coke Music. That was it. Yeah, I was a crazy DJ on Coke Music. That shit was nice. You should have seen my apartment. I got Coke machines everywhere. I didn't know it was that popular. Yeah, I feel like being like, you spent 3 years doing this with somebody and then you felt like they betrayed you. I get it. You're 15. You're going to be dumb. Get over it, man. You're 20 now. 21 now. This is a story from a year ago. That's fine, bro. Find you a new FNAF role play partner. Right? We? What do you mean? I don't know what I said we to. I didn't do none of that. I was never misogynistic, except ironically, because it was funny. I don't think I ever did that. Like, I never had, like, a bad breakup and got mad at women. That was never... I got mad at a particular woman. That was, like... Because I got... when I was in high school, I got cheated on by a girl who was, like, sending notes to another guy in class. And even then, I was like, this is dumb high school bullshit. I'm leaving. And then she showed up to one of my shows. I was Bob Cratchit in Christmas Story, Christmas Tale, whatever. I was the main character. She showed up with all these flowers. I was like, get that shit out of my face. I'm not taking you back for no peonies and hydrangeas. Get that shit out of here. Get lost. It was something like that. I was that guy with the money and that one thing, right? Beat it, chick. That's the one. Peonies? What do you call it? Peonies? I don't know what it's called, man. Peonies? That's the one. That would have worked on me. I love flowers. Oh, thank you.
In 6th grade, I started to develop a massive crush on my family friend who went to the same school.
All
I
right.
would pretty much stare at her every day and try hang out near her a lot. I was so down bad.
Aw.
This all culminated in when she visited my house for New Year's. I started to hype myself up to
Yeah, we
try
gotta
and
change the
confess my
voice.
obvious
Yeah,
feelings.
he's not doing it.
Right around the ball drop, I said I liked her and she just responded with, I kid you not, single quote, it's okay. That isn't even the worst part. 30 minutes later, she just randomly blurted out of nowhere that she saw my penis.
Okay. Slow down. We're a little manic on this delivery. Let's tighten up the writing a little bit. Where did she? I guess you're gonna explain that. That was okay. I would like to know where she saw that, if this is empirical or if she just made that shit up. And two, I don't think you didn't sell the rejection enough. That's a very terrible thing to hear. You should have probably just left that area, but okay.
I did not show her that and still to this day have no idea whether she
Oh,
actually
okay.
saw it. But it was the most bizarre shit ever.
All right, so she just wanted an escape. She thought that you were going to tell people that she rejected you, and she got that out of there like, hey, by the way, just in case anybody asks, I've seen his penis, and it's really weird. So if you hear anything crazy, that's why. Okay.
One of my best friends who was also at the party talks about it pretty much every time we interact. So
Okay.
yeah, if my some miracle the girl is watching this, I'd really like to know why the fuck she said that.
Well, Darla, if you have an explanation, I would like to hear it. Why did she yell that? Darla is not a real name. It's a very old people name. I don't know where that came from. Why did the voice sound as frantic as the text? Yeah, that shit came out in a blur. That was very fast. This guy relived that whole memory very quickly. Poor guy. Little Rascals, probably. You know what? That probably was what I was thinking. That's the only Darla I can think of. Right? Dear Darla, you make me vomit. You are scum between my toes. I hate your stinking guts. That's how it starts. I love that movie. God, Donald Trump is in that movie. He's the rich kid's dad. Waldo Aloysius something. Pretty good movie. Coney, you leaked your penis. No, not again. Where? Where is it?
When I was 13 years old, my parents
Change the voice. I can't leak my penis because that shit's too big for the Twitter file size limit. There's a joke somewhere in there, right? Maybe like a whack. I think there's something there, right? Like kind of try to attach a picture of my penis for Twitter, and it's like the file size has to be less than 25 megabytes. I don't know. There's something, right? At least workshop it a little. Listen, that was an acorn. An acorn fell out of the tree, and I picked it up. I'm going to make a nice tree. I should have said apple. If the apple falls out of the tree, if an apple seed falls out of the tree, I'm going to make a tree with the apple on it, and then I'm going to eat the apple and make it a pie. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, your penis is an acorn. No! No! Where are the other voices, bro? Oh, premium legacy. These are legacy voices, bro. Let's go to the UK. It's my boy Peter. All right.
When I was 13 years old, my parents sent me to a summer camp I didn't want to be at. It was basically a volunteer work camp.
Okay.
It was run by a charity who would donate dried fruit to third world countries to help feed starving
That's
people.
very nice. Okay.
The people who would attend the camp would help
That's
in
great.
the production of the fruit.
Great.
Lifting
Oh,
pallets,
but they're making
working
treats.
machinery,
Yeah.
sorting fruit.
All right.
Basically free labor for a non-profit.
That's great.
I didn't want to be there in the slightest, yet I was forced to go.
All right.
One day while I was there, I met one of the staff members. She was 18 and we'll call her Rose for the sake of the story.
All right.
She was kind to me, made conversation, and to my 13-year-old brain was the most attractive person I'd ever met.
Sure. Yeah.
So
first
it
person
became
that's
my
nice to
duty
you in that
while at this
moment,
camp
take an
to
interest in
impress her
you,
and make her like me. It was the most delusional thing I've ever done.
I think this is a very common experience, right? You're a young guy and you finally like girls, and there's like an older girl that pays attention to you, is nice to you, and you're like, wow, she's beautiful. When you're 13, it's gonna be like that. That's fine. Having a crush on the babysitter, whatever. What happened next?
From guarding her during games of Il Mafia.
Oh God.
So it became from guarding.
Okay, wait a minute. It's that kind of extremely embarrassing 13-year-old affection where everybody is like, dude, that kid really likes Megan. You're the kid at the summer camp that and all this camp counselors are laughing, and Megan's like, she doesn't want to make it, she doesn't want to bring it up, but you don't have to guard me every time in Mafia, right? Okay, sure, that's fine.
From guarding her during games of Il Mafia
Right.
to always sitting by her during meals, and worst of all, calling her cringe
dude.
names like Lady Rose.
Man.
I had just finished Kid Icarus Uprising before I had arrived at the camp.
How does that
So my
factor in?
cringe was worse than it usually was at 13. Nowadays I feel for her, it must have been incredible.
Okay, I thought there would be a payoff to that. There was going to be a dark pit, more beautiful than the goddess Palutena.
Nowadays I feel for
I
her,
see.
it must have been incredibly awkward
is the
to have a
lady
kid
thing?
following
Got it.
you
Okay,
around,
sure.
calling you weird names, and definitely having a crush on you.
That's not so
However,
bad,
the
though.
cringe isn't complete yet.
Oh,
At the end of the summer camp they had a celebration night.
uh-huh.
Me, wanting to impress this girl I had a massive crush on who was 6 million light years out of my league,
Right.
decided to dress up in the nicest thing he brought.
Mm-hmm.
A button-up dress shirt, carcass pants, and sports sunglasses.
Cool.
When I got to the dining hall I saw Rose with a bunch of her
She's
co-workers.
going to break your heart.
She was wearing this beautiful red dress.
Oh.
So my 13-year-old brain thought that it would be a great idea to compliment her.
All right. Okay. What did you say?
After all, she looks like a princess.
No way.
No, princess is too straightforward.
Okay.
I know. I'll call her Mistress Rose. That's like female royalty
Oh.
or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know the definition of the word mistress at that time.
I don't know if that was the definition always, but it's kind of... There is a better word you could have... All right. Yeah, this poor girl who's been putting up with it all this time because she doesn't want to lose her job just gets called this.
So when I strolled up to her and greeted her as my wonderful Mistress Rose, the reaction was about what you'd expect. She responded with, "What did you just call me?"
She's got to protect her ass now,
followed by comments from everyone else around
Now you're
her.
going to get her in
I
trouble.
felt deeply embarrassed, but I tried to convey that I had no idea why that was bad.
Oh, dude.
I genuinely didn't. But I don't think they bought that excuse.
I believe you.
I didn't learn what mistress actually meant until I got home and told the story to my older brother, who told me to Google it to find out. My disappointment was immeasurable. And it was a life lesson to always know what words mean before you say them. Somehow, before I left, Rose gave me her number.
Wait. Why did she do that? Now you're a victim. Okay. What did you text about? All his points are in charisma? I don't think that's true. I think he's got low charisma, but if you keep taking the shot, the dice are going to land boxcars at some point, right? Like, all sixes, I guess. Like, all right. What happened after that?
And we started texting.
Low luck, high charisma. I guess.
And we started texting after I left the summer camp. She ended up ghosting me repeatedly for several months.
Is that ghosting? I don't know.
Then she told me to find something better to do than annoy her. Absolutely heartbreaking, until you realize it was directed at a 14-year-old kid trying to rise someone who was in college.
I think Rose is neurotic. I think Rose got problems. Something's going on with Rose beyond the curtain. Yeah, I think Rose might have underlying issues that she needs to address. That doesn't make what happened at the camp any better, but that is a bizarre change of circumstances. Why would she give you her number? What the fuck were you texting? Yeah, what were you texting about? All right. Chatter, it's almost text your ex Thursday. That is tomorrow. Hey, Chatter, update us. I want to know what happened with Rose. Like, was just thinking of you. Happy text your ex Thursday. That's very strange. This whole time I'm like, now I just recontextualize the whole story because the whole time you're like, wow, this poor girl is getting hit on by a kid that she can't, like, she should be shutting down, but she's probably, she's just a high schooler who doesn't know how to handle this situation and probably wasn't briefed because she's on minimum wage and she has to do it but can't do it. I'm like, okay, so this poor girl is dealing with all this. And then she gives him the number at the end. Like, maybe what was going on there all the way? Maybe there's something. That is bizarre. Like, okay. He said he somehow got her number, and I feel like there's a lot being obscured with that word. That's what I'm trying to say. That recontextualized the whole thing. Like, are you getting breadcrumbed? Like, what do you do? Or is she like, okay. Maybe she gave them their number out of pity. I don't care why. You don't do that. Pity? Give them a fake number or be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm fascinated by this story. Please give me an update. There probably isn't one. What if it was a fake number? Well, I mean, then this is a very dumb kid to not be able to put that together, right? It's a weird story.
Back when I was in 6th grade.
By the way, I saw Resident Evil in chat from Aidsways, and it made me think of this. I'm playing Resident Evil, and this isn't really a spoiler, but there's a puzzle in the game where you have to read Braille, and your character has to go get somebody that can read Braille to open it. But one of the things that I saw on Twitter today, and I feel so stupid for not realizing this, there were only 3 options on that puzzle, which were sun, moon, stars. And the Braille had 4 things. So that means 2 of the 4 things would have been 1 of the 3 things. There are only 6 combinations. And she almost killed herself for that. She almost died. So Moon has 2 O's as well. I didn't even think of that. Wait, that's the same letter. Wait, that's an FBI agent who I think people said was 28 years old. That's a very strange, like when you put it that way, right? That's a little, I didn't put that together. My ass was immersed. I was like, wow, we really got to get that kid out of there. Unless you would die from getting it wrong. Yeah, they definitely should have put in like a gun pointed at you, and it would be like, don't get it wrong. Something there. Look, you didn't realize either, so give her a pass. That's true. The game should have had an option, like a secret, where if you tried to do the puzzle like 3 times, Grace goes like, wait a minute. I don't need to do that at all, and you get a secret ending. Like, if I realize the puzzle is stupid, the game should reward me. Right? I'm her age, and I would have gotten cooked by that puzzle. I'm not going to front. Listen, I didn't realize it in the moment until I saw somebody on Twitter point it out. But I feel like I would have had a little bit more urgency if I was being chased around a goddamn hospital, right? Even funnier, it takes the blind kid 5 minutes to solve it. Yeah, you got to, like, clear out the room for a period of time. That's funny. Wait, is this TTS going to pop?
Why is it that a guy can like cars, or trucks, or boats, or big heavy machinery, or planes?
Well,
but if he likes trains, he's autistic.
I think it's because the trains are an old-fashioned mode of travel. I think cars... hold on, let me look at the list. Cars is acceptable. Trucks is the same as cars. Unless you're talking about, like, big semis, and then it's like a little different. Boats is rich people. Big heavy machinery is trains. I think planes are trains. I think it's only cars and maybe boats, right? I think a lot of them are a little, like something like that. Car guys, cars are things you can actually have. Yeah, I think it's because trains are like, you can't own a train. Well, I guess you can. You can buy the little ones. I don't know. I just feel like that's being so obsessed and fascinated by such an outdated mode of travel and transportation feels different, but I don't know. I never got into I was never a plane or train guy, but my cousin was. And we had pictures he got pictures when he was like 6 or 7 in a little conductor outfit. And he probably younger than that. And he loved Thomas the tank engine. And I remember thinking, that kid's a little weird. My cousin's something's a little off there. He loved Thomas the Tank Engine and the Three Stooges. And I'm like, I don't know. That said, I loved Looney Tunes, but that's not fair. They were playing that shit on Cartoon Network, so I feel like that's not the same. What else do you need? Probably a third thing. I think trains, Three Stooges, if he was into, like, I don't know. It would have had to be a very specific third thing, and I would have been like, okay, that's it. Lock it up. Pokemon? No, Pokemon are okay. Dinosaurs are okay. You got to find a very specific interest. Space? No. Lego? No. That's not enough to diagnose, right? Sonic? I don't think so. Sonic used to be cool. This is back when Sonic was cool. Furry hentai art. That's a little too strong, I think, but the American Civil War? I guess, man. I saw a video today of trained quick draw like shooters who shoot at the hip, who lean like far back, and like for some reason, bro, I'm like, damn, that looks cool to do. I've got like the weird Wild West stuff going on. I'm like, I would love to shoot a revolver at incredible speeds or throw a lasso with accuracy. I don't know what that is. I would love to know how to operate a whip. Something about that. I don't know what it is. I'm never going to shoot a guy, I think, in my life. But I would love to own a fancy revolver I could twirl around, you know? That's why I got this shit. I'm learning. I'll figure it out. Yeehaw! Subscribe right now. Drop a Twitch Prime or else, partner. I'll do it. Stupid. Ads in 5 minutes. You got a little bit of time. Mine is medieval stuff. Oh, to be a female knight. They ain't got those, I don't think. Right? That's like a Final Fantasy thing. Thank you, Stebop. That was what For Honor was all about. That game looked so cool before I played it. Thank you, Danny May Cry. Joan of Arc. Yeah, man, that's the point. She was like the one, right? Her and Mulan? Isn't that why Joan of Arc was popular or such a big deal? Because she was the only girl knight? Is that why? They killed her ass, too. They did. They did, famously. Right. Yeah, wait, she was killed for being a knight. Coney tier list idea. Autism fixations. No, man. I'm not doing that. That doesn't feel right coming from me. I don't have it. And don't tell me to take the test. It doesn't feel right if I do it. It's not, I'm not allowed. What if you just say fixations? That opens up the door to way more things. Fixations are hobbies, right? It's not going to work. ADHD is on the spectrum close enough. All right, man. Alcoholism. Hooray!
Back when I was in 6th grade, I was helping my mom with collecting sticks and brush to add to a bonfire we were planning to have.
Okay.
A habit we have when we make a bonfire is if we have any excess cardboard or paper we need to have burned, we will throw it into the bonfire to help get rid of it. Whilst I was out collecting sticks, or being distracted by a rock, I was asked by my mom to go inside and grab cardboard and paper to bring out to burn.
Sure.
This is where the mistakes begin. You see, my mom the day prior had brought in a paper brown bag that had about 10 to 12 rolls of bottle rockets.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say rolls, I mean rolls.
Oh.
There was at least 40 to 50 individual bottle rockets to a roll.
Oh my God.
Well, when I went in to grab everything, this brown bag was conveniently next to all the paper and cardboard that had to be taken outside.
Weapon.
So out I go with the cardboard, paper, and this brown bag secretly carrying a bottle rocket armada.
You could have blown up a
you'd
small
think
country.
my mom would notice and say, hey, that's not paper to burn. That's a bottle rocket bomb awaiting ignition.
I don't think she noticed,
But
right?
would I be here if she did?
Yeah, that's
yes,
a good point.
straight into the fire that bag went, and the face of regret my mom had seeing the bottle rockets at the bottom of the bag.
You probably had to run out of there. Just sprint. Go, 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 leave, get behind a wall!
Next thing I know, I see my mom just hauling for cover. I hear a bottle rocket go off, and then the bottle rocket parade began. It finally kicks on my head that I should probably get some cover.
You got a
but I
fucked
couldn't
up mom,
resist
bro.
not turning around to witness the event we caused.
My ass would definitely be watching. Yeah, I would definitely be tuning in. No reason to waste it, right? That sounds awesome. I absolutely be watching that.
Deservingly so. I got struck straight in the chest by a bottle rocket for turning around.
Ow!
Nothing but bottle rockets going off for a solid minute. Straight out of a Looney Tunes cartoon. For a couple years afterwards, we could walk around our property and find remains of that day.
Just
the
ashes
great
everywhere.
bottle rocket incident.
That's very funny. That's a good story. I don't know if that's cringe, because that's just a funny story with you and your mom. I love that. That's a good story. It's not really cringe because it's just a dumb thing that happened, and I think it's worse for your mom for not. Well, I don't think she should have checked it. She probably should have saved her baby boy or girl, but 97% boy. according to my analytics. That's a good story, yeah. That's one that you regale everyone with every Thanksgiving. What a tale. Twitch doesn't have analytics on gender or anything. Oh, I think YouTube is up to 8%. Let me look. YouTube say, I look at the YouTube. The YouTube say, it's just taking a while. If only there was some sort of census. Shut up, man. I'm working on it. You know how hard it is to use big data? There's like 1,000 people in here. That's so much data. Can you guys hear that? There's like a chirping. It's like a rip, rip, rip. It sounds like a mouse or something, but it's like above me. Alarm? It's not an alarm. It's gone now. I think the dog got it. What the fuck is that? Okay. I'm a little scared because I had somebody oh, my analytics came up. Hold on. 8% female. 89%, 90% male, 8% female, 2.3% user specified. The reason I'm scared, I had a guy come to fix my ceiling semi-recently, and he found snake skin in there. Like shed skin. So if there's snakes up there, there might be mice in there too. It was in the floor, in between like my ceiling down here and then the floor upstairs. Probably a corn snake. I didn't ask. I don't know. Use something like that, but you have to keep the snakes to eat the mice. Well, that's what I'm thinking. They probably slid in here, bro. Like, it's freaky. The snake will eat the mice. He's supposed to. Good luck, man. Some kind of squeak going on up there. I've never heard that before. Jesus. I wonder if it's a summer thing or like you know, the weather's getting warmer. Or no, because they climb in during the winter, I think. Something like that. Maybe it's a bat. I had bats before. That shit sucks. They'd be squeaking. There's no way I had bats in my ceiling between floors. How the fuck they get up there? You know, I have drop ceiling. It'd be very easy for me to look. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll start the Pokemon Nuzlocke with me capturing a creature in real life. Hey guys, look, it's a Zubat. And I have to go to the hospital and get shots. Time to go to the Pokemon Center. My first encounter. It's not funny, Zachary. You have Lyme disease. Oh no, a debuff. Can you get those from bats? I don't know if you could do that. All right. Hit it.
One time.
Badly poisoned. Yeah, that's good. Let's change it to Charles, bro. It's my boy Charles. Hit it.
One time, back when the Wii U and 3DS were the most popular consoles, and when stores actually did kiosk demos, my family had gone to a Target to do a bit of shopping.
Fun.
I was a bit younger and afraid of way too many dumb things at the time. I want to say this was around 7 years ago.
Okay.
Anyways, ever since I was a kid, I've always had this thing where I try to get to the electronic gaming aisles of any store that I go to as fast as I can.
Why? Why would you're just like sprinting? Oh boy, video games. Dude, they're always like in the back. Same? What do you mean same? You run to the video games? Are you kidding? You sprint to the video games. That's the third autism thing. Video games are the video game section at the store all the time right away. Yes, as a kid. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, okay, fine. I guess I did that too. I guess as a kid, everybody did that. Whatever. I'm assuming this guy is 20-something years old. Forgive me. Okay, let's keep it moving. Yes.
I thought looking around at the games I wasn't able to buy was the coolest thing ever.
Sure.
Because I didn't get to play many video games as a
Right.
kid. This one specific time, though, they had a kiosk demo for the 3DS.
Cool.
The two games available were Mario Kart 7 and Face Raiders.
All right.
I played a couple minutes of Mario Kart before realizing that I was absolutely awful at that game,
not a
so I
snake.
decided to play Face Raiders instead. In Face Raiders, there's one specific enemy that comes up to the screen and kisses it out of nowhere, and I had no idea about that enemy's existence until then.
Uh-huh.
So picture a younger kid playing on a 3DS kiosk demo in the middle of Target, yelling and jumping backwards from being jump-scared when the enemy kissed the screen, only to immediately start sobbing afterwards. I have never played Face Raiders since that day.
Is that
I
a
can't
scary
remember
game?
if anyone besides my family
Is
witnessed that, and I'm honestly hoping that no one heard me.
What? I don't know what Face Raiders is. I thought you were gonna say that you thought you had to kiss the screen to progress or something. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I thought you were gonna be in the game kissing it to try to get further. Face Raiders is a 3D augmented reality shooter video game. Oh, so it actually takes your face on it. Face Raiders kiss gif. All right. Hold on. Ah! Is it just that thing? It just shows up and like it's gonna come out of the screen? No, stop! Ah! I mean, if it had a face on it, that might be scary. I don't know. No, I kind of get it. It's like 3D. It's invading your space. Oh, it's in 3D? Oh, never mind. I get it. Never mind. I understand it now. No, that would freak me the fuck out as a kid. I told you guys about my story with Time Traveler, that game with the skull. The brrr. If you guys don't think that's scary, I'm gonna get a Time Traveler thing to pop up at certain parts of the Coney stream when I'm about to die. I'm gonna hit it on the stream deck. It's gonna pop up and be very scary. That sounds awesome. I'm getting some weird deja vu from this game, but I'm certain I've never played it. I've never even heard of it. I don't know nothing about Face Raiders, man. 3DS is a mystery to me. All the DSs are. Silly. Okay, but who remembers Photo Dojo? Nobody, bro. You made it up. I don't know what that is.
When I was 12 years old, I was really into science.
Okay.
So I went to evening classes at the observatory. We had the classes on these really fancy, old wooden college-style seats. Where I sat there, just so happened to be a doodle carved into the bench, behind a glass cover. That was made by a world-famous physicist when he took classes there.
Damn, that's actually kind of cool. All right.
And I really idolized him.
That's nice.
So my arrogant eyes decides I'll be just like him. And I proceed to also carve a doodle in a part of the seat.
Awesome.
Then I thought, but wait, how will they know I made this later when I'm famous?
Good point. You
And
gotta
I
put your
proceed
name on
to
it.
carve my full legal name underneath.
Okay. First, middle, last, all the way down. Not even doing initials. Okay, awesome.
Needless to say, they found out it was me.
I bet.
Banned me.
Yeah.
And we had to pay €1,000 in restoration costs.
Okay, but they should have left that up. If I was them, I'd be like, give it like 18 years. Let's give it like 20 years, and maybe we'll keep it around. We'll see. The other guy got to live with it. Why not you, right?
Luckily, insurance covered it. It still physically hurts me to remember.
Insurance covered it. How? What? They were benches? They were just seats? Okay. Yeah, what insurance? What the fuck? Is that just like a vandalism charge? Like dumbass kid insurance. You can get that? I didn't know that existed. Health insurance. They broke his legs. Oh, okay.
I got caught jacking it to furry porn by a roommate. Don't need to elaborate further.
No, that's enough. That's good. That's a bummer, man. I'm sorry. Who can relate? Who can relate? Yeah, that's all you got to say about that one, man. Like, it's bad enough to get caught, doing whatever for regular porn, real people. I think introducing the furry element just completely changes it, right? That's tough. Did Coney just blush? No, this isn't my thing. I had the pterodactyl story. Yeah, that one is still very embarrassing. But I've told that one before. So stop calling me pterodactyl boy. Does YouTube know that story? Surely they do, right? Come on. Why were you into that again? Don't get me to I wasn't into it. Nobody was into it. I'll tell that story at 2425 subs, okay? I'm not doing this again. I know the video you're talking about. Thank God somebody does. Yeah. Good. Perfect. All right. Yes, we do know it. Okay, good. Then I don't have to repeat it. Yeah, I think the worst kind of like getting caught in a situation like this is the one where the person's going to have questions after, right? Like, it's not like you can just let that lie and be like, oh, no, that's embarrassing. I was out the other day with my kid. Went to the family bathroom because she had to go to the bathroom. And so I'm outside, and I went inside for a second, and I didn't lock it, and somebody came in. And, like, that's a little embarrassing, right? They open up the door. They're like, oh, no, sorry. But, like, whatever. That's going to happen. No questions asked. Somebody was in there. Somebody comes in when you're watching furry porn. Well, now we got to have, like, a meeting in the apartment. Like, the roommate's like, okay, hold on. What was that all about, huh? Where are you on the spectrum? Like 10% animal, 20%? What are we doing? It's a little different, right? Intervention time, I'm saying. You want to know who you're living with, What if they want a pet?
The year is 2010. I am 7 years old. John Cena is still at the peak of his popularity.
Hell yeah. I
have
love John
autism.
Cena.
It's Christmas, and my Christian school does what every school
Hustle,
does for
loyalty,
Christmas,
respect.
the
Yep.
nativity play. I am tasked with the job of being Joseph, mostly so I do not respond to lines I am not meant to, as it is very similar to my name.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's very good. You just name the kid named Joseph is going to be Joseph just to make sure that works. Perfect. Good. Okay. Awesome.
The play goes swimmingly, not a hitch for the first
Amazing.
hour. And as I get bored, I come up with
You're
a
going to
great
be
idea.
Joseph Cena.
Mary gives birth to Jesus, and it's time for me to add my own flair to the tale as old as time.
All right, the greatest story ever told, right? What are you going to do to leave your mark on the world?
I carry Jesus to the crib. I hear a very familiar song play in my head.
There's no way you gave the baby Jesus an attitude adjustment. Did you hit the baby Jesus with an FU? He's the last person that needs an attitude adjustment. He would save us all. All right, what happened?
I smile to the crowd and lift the doll from my arms to my shoulders.
Oh, no!
I slam it down into the solid wooden crib,
No!
performing an attitude.
Why is Joseph Cena going over on the baby Jesus? That's the Son of God. Don't do that. What a heel. Oh, my God. Okay.
Performing an attitude adjustment simply is not enough for me. As I stare down at what I have just done, I raise my open hand to my face, waving it and shouting, you can't see me, to the horror of my teachers, classmates, and their parents. As I raise my head to bask in the glory of the crowd, I see no smiles, except for one.
John Cena. He was in the crowd that year. Yup. John Cena is there, and he's like, well done, kid. Well done.
My father, front row, his camera on to capture the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Okay, listen, is that a video? Does that mean we have a video? Chatter, please, for the love of God, find that video for me. I want to hear the gasp in the audience. There's got to be a video. Dude, that's awesome. That's very good. Whole crowd like, what kind of show is this? The director has to answer a lot of questions from the crowd now. That's a good story, man. Thanks for writing in. That's great. I would have appreciated it. They probably didn't know who John Cena was. Have we ever gotten proof of anything from Cringe Confessional? A lot, actually. There was a couple that had an embarrassing thing. One of them or both of them, and they got married. They sent pictures, and who knows if it's real pictures, right? You got to believe in the fantasy. They could have just sent any pictures. They had that kid at Buffalo Wild Wings, Spicy Wings kid. That was awesome. The iCarly kid. Yep, that one. Yeah, that was awesome. It was really we've had a lot of proof here. Was it Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop? It was Buffalo Wild Wings. That was it. It was really good. Did we find the MJ kid? I think he commented on YouTube recently, but I don't think he gave the video the link. But he did. I saw him comment on YouTube recently. God bless the Michael Jackson kid. That was great. Yeah. Gavin, that was the boy's name. That poor kid. Yeah.
So let's start this one out with...
It's about to be the 4-year anniversary of Cringe Confessional. Dude, really? That's crazy. That's actually unbelievable. Had a lot of stories, man. Had a lot of tales. Yeah. Old, a little. Yeah. You remember the first one? Really? Got to make a best of compilation. Dude, you're right. That is such an easy video. Absolutely, we should. Why have we never done that? What, just do a clip show. Oh, my God. I'm literally about to outsource it. I'm about to just do for a day when we don't have a video or if we don't have anything good because I've been playing video games or something. We absolutely should have one of those. That's crazy. And just have like a tweet or something like, hey, we're making a clip compilation. Send us your favorites. And then the most voted ones or whatever, you know? That's really good. Fan Channel already has one of those from a year ago. We have a fan channel? I have a fan channel? Where is that? I didn't know that. Oh my God. Yes, dude. Really? Probably several. I didn't know that. Oh my God. I knew I had a Twitter. The Coney posting guy. I knew that one. It has 90K subs. Wait. There's no way that's real. Those are my fucking views. How do I even find it? That can't be real. You guys are XDDing. I'm really looking for it. I'm getting tricked. I actually got full tricked. Never mind, bro. You can't believe I'm looking for it. I got mad. Cody is going to be so mad when he learns about the fan Patreon. What? This is the one I was talking about. Hold on. Dude, this is fine. Best of Cringe Confessional from episodes 1 to 15. 2 hours and 41 minutes. 1K views from a year ago. Bro, that's fine. Go ahead. That's fine. I'll just steal that video and put it on my channel. I'll do that. Thanks for editing it. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Next story.
So let's start this one out with some context.
Okay.
I was in junior year of high school, and my varsity choir decided to take a trip to California, visiting San Diego, the San Diego Zoo, Universal Studios, and then we got to do some singing thing in Disneyland.
Fun.
I was not a very socially competent kid, and I was still quite immature, especially with women, which is very relevant.
All right.
So before we got on the plane, a few of us agreed to be a group when we were on the trip, and one of those was a very attractive girl who we will call Riley.
Okay.
Over the course of the trip, I started to develop a crush on her, which got worse the whole trip. On the third day of our trip, some freshman girl found out about this while I was on the beach in San Diego, and we developed a plan to ask Riley out.
All right.
Chat. I was very dumb to trust a freshman to give me sound relationship advice,
you would go for that.
because the plan we came up with involved me and Riley being in the confines of a ride vehicle in Disneyland.
Okay, hold on. Pirates of the Caribbean. That ride is like 20 minutes long. I bet it was Pirates, wasn't it? I know it's Pirates. Absolutely.
Before Coney continues, try and guess what ride I decided to ask her out on.
I think it's Pirates. Small World is pretty long too, right? Small World is pretty long. I'm pretty positive it's that. Space Mountain is not Space Mountain. Because you're not gonna be able to talk on that. Splash Mountain? No, it's definitely Pirates.
I asked Riley out on the Little Mermaid ride with the freshman in between us.
Why would you do that? Hold on. So you're literally on the ride. This shit is just going crazy. You want to go out with me? What? Do you want to go out with me? Let's go get a churro. What? I think it would be really good if we could just go get ice cream or something, please.
One day when the boss get hungry,
Sebastian is really fucking this up.
under the sea.
I think you're really pretty, and I would like to get to know you a little better.
Nobody beat us, fry us, and eat us in fritters.
Bro in the middle was Sebastian. Shut up. That's very funny. That's good.
Right before the section where the song "Kiss the Girl" starts playing.
Oh, okay, that's worse then. That song is literally about that. Why would you do that? Well, I guess it's a little thematically relevant, I guess. It's like that TikTok of yesterday of the old dad, like, wait, you hear those words? Wait. Maybe we should. Wait. I wish there was a girl I could kiss right now. Yeah.
She said no and almost had a panic attack.
Oh, God. Oh, no, there's a little bit of ride left. A panic attack? Just say no. The worst she can say is no. No, she can say no and then have a panic attack at the idea of it. On the Little Mermaid ride at Disneyland. You're all going to get kicked out. Okay.
To relieve some of the tension, I started singing along quietly to the fucking song, as though I could hide my emotional pain at that moment.
Oh, my God, dude.
We left for the airport directly after that, and everyone knew about it by the time I got to the airport.
Yeah, I bet people were talking
and I thought
a lot.
about jumping out the window in the security line.
Yeah, you probably should have. Yeah.
Everyone made fun of me for a full 9 months after this happened.
If I did this at the Disneyland ride and then we got in an airplane, I'd be pulling that lever they tell you not to pull. Sorry, everybody. I would be asking for that for the evacuation seat, the big one with the long legs. I'd be like, don't worry, I'll take this spot. Stand up. We're all going. Nobody's going to know this story happened. We're going under the sea. They're in California. He would have to turn the plane around. That's funny. That's good. That's really good. The black box will be under the sea and nobody will ever know. That's funny. This reminds me of that kid who buried his head under the pillows and sung Under the Sea to himself. Quite a few Coney chatters with Sebastian trauma. Yeah, y'all be remembering the Little Mermaid when it comes to terrible life experiences. It's not that bad. The random person in the middle is killing me. Yeah, I didn't really sell the fact that there was a freshman in the middle of that, just like, he's asking if she'll go out with him, and she says no and starts crying and having a panic attack, and now he's singing along to the music. I would be like, I don't know what dating is. I'm a freshman. I'm still trying to figure this. Is that normal to have that kind of response? I would be celibate till I died. I'm not going on any fucking dates. Jesus. Yeah, I want that freshman to write in, if anybody knows them. This one? Okay. God, that was junior year in high school, too. Ooh. I just found AI Coney singing the DK rap while looking for Coney fan club channels. Shout out to AI Coney. He be singing the most. He got a lot of songs.
Hey Coney, how are you?
Hey,
so
I'm
once
good.
upon a time, I was a thin, hyperactive, homeschooled kid with glasses and a desire for chaos.
Yep.
My family attended a homeschool co-op that functioned like a regular school for 1 day a week,
That's
with
cool.
in-person
For
classes,
socialization,
lunches,
sure.
and field
All right.
trips. I only had one friend in the whole world, and we'll call her Emma.
Okay.
We would always take the same classes and spend our lunches together.
It's very
Our
nice.
co-op wasn't that big, so our cafeteria was just tables set up in half of the gym. Midway through lunch, the other half of the gym would be used by the big kids to shoot hoops.
Right.
I was outgoing and loud, but Emma was shy and wanted to do whatever I was into.
Oh.
I, knowing the influence I had over her, convinced her to help me steal the basketballs from the older kids. If even one ball rolled away, we would snatch it and not give it back.
Okay.
Now, you may think this is rude and obnoxious, and you are right.
It is. It's
but
kind of
it gets
annoying,
worse.
but
I would steal as many as possible and gather them into a corner of the gym.
So you're
We
just
would sit on
snatching
them
that shit
and
up
pour
like
and
a
spat
crab.
at anyone who came close, because I thought it would be so funny if we pretended we were chickens, fiercely protecting our eggs.
That's kind
We
of funny,
screamed,
I guess.
doing touch our eggs. And the older kids were so weirded out by us that they gave up getting the balls back.
I mean, it's kind of funny at first. It's silly in that kind of like, I don't know, dorky, man dark, so random XD way, but I think eventually you give up the bit, right?
Coney, I did this every week for like a year.
Okay. That's a little... I mean, at some point, I'm going to beat you up. I don't know. You can't do that for very long before I'm going to give you the last ride through the bleachers. Like, at some point, you're going to get it back. I'm throwing you onto the balls, and they're going to scatter everywhere. I don't know what to say. Psychopath streamer? Oh, because I want to inflict violence, I'm a psychopath. That makes me want to hurt you. You should be nice to me, or I'm going to hurt you, chatter. Yeah, good for Emma for going along with this, I guess. A little weird. I don't know.
The shame that plagues me when I think about this is viscous.
Yeah, that's the end of the story. I thought Emma was going to play a bigger role. She just rode along with this the whole time. You Bonnie and Clyded it over all the basketballs. Okay. Every week for a year. Funny bit, man. You know what I think it was? I think you did it, and she thought it was funny, and that's why you kept doing it. You were a homeschooled kid who finally had a little bit of socialization and a girl that liked him and would pay attention, and you just ran that bit into the ground. I can't laugh at anything around my kid because she will not stop repeating it. When she said she was going to put me on the cross, good fucking God. We had to have like a 20-minute conversation. Like, never, ever say that because it was funny to me. But imagine, like, we're at the grocery store. I'm at the Safeway, and she's like, "Can I have Reese's? I want peanut M&Ms." And I'm like, "Not today. You can't have that right now. I'm going to put you on the cross." And I have to go like this to the employee. What? Huh? The employee is like, "Where did she learn that?" I don't know. The Bible. Laugh at math homework and she'll do it. 2 + 3 is 5. Good one. Funny. That might be the play. Yeah. Sam has 4 apples. He can't eat all those. Being a cashier and watching someone's daughter say, "I will crucify you," would be insane. It's one thing to say, "I will crucify you." It's another to say, "I'm going to put you on the cross." Like, that is such a specific threat, right? Good God, man.
During my freshman year of high school, I made it my goal to try and get a girlfriend.
Cool.
In the last week of my first year, my friend Brody's girlfriend told me that her friend Sarah thought I was cute.
Right.
Sarah was well known at school for coming from a family of tennis players.
Oh, God.
As a freshman, she played first singles. Sarah knew of me because her dad coached the boys' tennis team. And while I played tennis too, I wasn't very good.
I don't know if any sport is more likely to give someone you're trying to get interested in you the ick as much as tennis. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Golf? No. Well, no, because I think golf is like funny. Like, haha, we're both bad at this. Tennis is like super competitive, very physically active. You see the other person's body in motion, which can be a little... Darts? No, not darts. Darts wouldn't give you the ick. You both get to laugh about it, especially because you're probably... you might be drunk at a bar, like at a pub doing it, you know? Like, bowling? I would not get the ick if somebody's bad at bowling. It's funny, whatever. I think tennis is the worst one, right? Because you can't even play the game if somebody's bad at it. Because they literally can't. Swimming, maybe. Oh, that's not a bad one. Like if somebody can't swim at all and they like flail around. But that's not like a sport. You would know if somebody could swim before that. Somebody wouldn't even put themselves in that situation. If someone is good at bowling. Oh, like if somebody's too good, you're like, that's why you only hitting strikes. That Heard a husband saying if you can't even return a serve, that looks very bad. I've never returned a serve in my life. I'm a little scared. Like, I don't know. The weather's getting nicer. I'm about to take my girlfriend to the batting cages. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Because I love baseball. I love batting. I love catching. You know, that might be the one. I'll let you guys know. All right. Let's see. I want to play baseball so fucking bad. I'm getting the itch. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis or what, but that shit look fun, right? What if she's really good and mogs you? She might be, bro. She might be. She's apparently good at tennis. She did say that. So maybe she'll do tennis and I'll do baseball and we'll just be disgusted by each other. That's the locomotion of your body in this very particular instance? Ugh. Let's play basketball or something. Try something else. Okay.
As someone who stuttered in front of girls and had zero confidence, I thought I had no chance.
Bummer.
My friends kept trying to boost my courage. Since both Sarah and I were pretty reserved and played tennis, they thought we probably had a lot in common.
Okay.
Since it was the last week of school, everyone at lunch outside, picnic style.
Mm-hmm.
During that week, I would occasionally see Sarah, and if we made eye contact, she would light up with a smile and wave at me, and I would wave and smile back.
Yeah.
On the second to last day of school, Brody told me to just walk up to her and ask for her number.
Sure, that's good.
I had never done that before, so Brody came up with a plan.
Oh.
The idea was for me to act like I wasn't interested in Sarah and avoid looking at her.
Y'all really got to stop listening to people trying to get you to talk. Never take anybody's advice, ever. Just do what you were going to do initially, and then if you fuck up, at least it's your fault. It's a lesson learned. Jesus.
Brody would then scout out the perfect moment for me
Brody got a plan. They always got plans. They always try to complicate this shit.
We had a code word, pizza, and when Brody said it, I was supposed to walk over, give her a light-hearted compliment, something like you put the 10 in tennis, and then ask for her number.
That's very cute.
About halfway through lunch, I was sitting with my friends when one of them asked if we wanted to have a sleepover on the last day of school, and said his mom would make pizza rolls. I was so nervous and out of it that when Brody said, I love pizza rolls, I misheard it.
Uh-huh.
I thought he had said the code word.
Well, he did. He did. That is the word. He did say the code word pizza. He literally did. I don't know why you're saying you misheard it. It's right there. What? You should have picked a different code word like broccoli. His mom wouldn't be making broccoli. Okay.
I thought he had said the code word pizza.
This is
so
Brody's
like a sleeper
fault.
agent, I darted up and started speed walking towards Sarah. She was sitting in a circle with a lot of the popular girls. As I approached, I heard them laughing and talking about SpongeBob episodes.
Okay.
In my nervous state, I walked up, took a deep breath, and blurted out, Squidward tennis balls. The conversation fell silent.
You know, like tennis. Look at Sarah. Tennis. You know, tennis. Huh? Is it? That would absolutely work on me. Is it because of tentacles? Is it because tentacles sounds like tennis balls? That's what it is. Squidward tennis balls. Excuse me, everybody. You're just walking into the group with the most popular girls in school with the worst pun you've ever heard. It's from the actual show. Oh, it's a reference. Okay. Well, clearly it didn't land. Is that really? Hold on. Oh my God, it is. Hold on.
Talk to me.
Package, sir.
I can't believe it's finally here.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tennis Balls.
That's tentacles.
Squidward's last name is Tentacles?
Poor guy.
That's the whole joke, huh? I cannot believe that's something you guys remembered. Seems very obscure if Sarah and all of us did not get the reference. Some of y'all did. Some of y'all got it. Old SpongeBob was great, Coney. It's a generational difference. It was pretty good. It was all right. SpongeBob is the show, to be fair. No, I get it. That's I'm sure that's what everybody was quoting and doing for, and it's fine, you know? That's fine. Honestly, good word association to be able to pop that. You heard them talking about SpongeBob, and you knew that your in was tennis, so you got the tennis thing. You pulled out an episode where he actually said that. That's some Sherlock shit. Well done. Got that out of your mind palace.
The conversation fell silent.
They didn't fuck with it.
I finger-gunned and gave Sarah an open-mouthed smile. Then I awkwardly asked, how about that number?
That's bad.
All the other girls started laughing.
Oh.
Sarah was crying with laughter.
Oh, no.
I turned 180 degrees and walked back to my friends, who were bursting out laughing. Brody then told me,
really bad.
pizza rolls are 2 words, not the code word.
No, this is Brody's fault. Brody should take accountability, I think. Brody is toxic.
The worst part, I had to go into my last day of school knowing everyone would clown on me, and even worse,
yeah,
my tennis coach called me Squidward tennis balls for the next 3 years.
Oh, come on, man. Even the coach in on it? Here come old Squidward again. Listen to him hitting around the court. Why is the adult in on it? Yeah, he shouldn't have heard that story. Isn't he her dad too? Well, that's why he's doing it. Stop trying to take my daughter out on a date, Squidward. Yeah, that's like the 4th Squidward cringe confessional story. He's the unofficial mascot. They love Squidward on the channel, bro. Yeah, this is all Brody's fault. The wild thing is, I feel like if you did that to a millennial woman today, you would instantly get a date. You might. Millennials are, they just fall for that shit. Hey, reference. I don't even know if that's true. I think I'm mean to millennials because I am one, and so I signal that I'm not like other millennials. Maybe that's what I'm doing. I don't have like the mustache finger or whatever. I don't like Fun or Mumford and Sons. Okay, well, they were okay, the first album. A pick-me millennial. That's literally it, yeah. I don't know. Something like that. I am sliding, though, into old age because, like, I used to be like, wow, Gen Z is so much funnier than millennials. Gen Alpha humor, most of it is like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I felt like newer generations were always funnier than the last one. I don't know if it's working anymore, right? I feel like we kind of hit a limit. So, that said, TikTok is very funny. The people that comment on TikTok are way funnier than any other app. I miss old Twitter, where like the funniest shit would go on the top. People on TikTok are funny. It's good. You're laughing your ass off about AI shapes. It's a funny video, man. I don't know what to tell you. They got the brand new shapes at the shape store. It's a funny video. I don't know what you want me to say. For what it's worth, I'm Gen Z and Gen Alpha isn't landing with me that much. I'll give it a little bit of time. I met my fiance on Hinge and we matched by her responding to the profile quote, "I don't care that you broke your elbow," that I had. Oh, the one with like the "I'm about to say it"? That's fine. I bet you're a millennial, though. That seems very millennial, right? Something like that. I just got a couple genres that always get me. Like scary Five Nights at Freddy's Malphite. any haunted league, like a haunted Gragas around the field. You could, if you put the Freddy Fazbear laugh on any footage, it might get me. Something about that is very good to me. It's good. Okay. Half-Life cats? I think it's just because that's what cats sound like to me, the little voices. The Half-Life voice is great. I never laughed at Half-Life sounds, but the cats saying the phrases is funny. That works for me, yeah.
Way back.
I'm surprised you fuck with Undertale and FNAF. Why? Undertale's a phenomenal game. Like, straight up, it's a great game. FNAF, I can appreciate for how genius it is. I like good shit. You know? The Ultimate Jester March Udyr Shaco video still makes me laugh. Dude, Ray, I showed that to stream like a month or two ago, and they don't get it. It's the video with the Shaco popping up, the doot, 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 doot. Chat was like, I don't get. But they didn't watch the whole thing, but I don't think that would help. Yeah, they won't get it. Whatever, man. Okay.
Way back in 5th, the original Black Ops 1 was out on me, and all my friends would always play after school. Now, the thing with Black Ops was there was a mechanic called dolphin diving, and for some odd reason, that used to crack us up for hours.
That does sound
kind
of funny.
Now, one day
What's
I had the brilliant
diving?
idea to attempt an actual dolphin dive at school.
Okay. What's a dolphin dive?
Now, important information, all my close friends were in my class, so I knew they would get the joke. There was this girl
The
that...
classic pro as heck Master Yi guy makes me laugh, dude, when he fights the rocks. Oh, my God. I forget what he calls them. I love that fucking video. Watch out. It's the dog. I love that one. Dive into a prone position. Oh, that would hurt. Ow. Okay.
There was this girl that I had a crush
They
on
always
as
be
well.
doing
We
this,
can call
well,
her
in
Jay.
front of a
So the
crush,
school
bro.
day is about to end, and I say to my friend next to me, "Hey bro, watch me real fast."
Yeah.
I proceed to get out of my desk and speed walk to go to the carpet area and dolphin dive.
Okay.
While speed walking, I passed Jay's desk thinking maybe this would get me some cool points with Jay. No. What happened was with the momentum from speed walking, I dolphin dive onto the carpet and knocked the wind out of myself.
Second wind knocked out of you story tonight. Terrible noise. Terrible sounds. Oh, God.
Now, I don't remember hearing any laughs, but in panic
no.
because I can't breathe.
Yeah,
my
it's
teacher Mrs. C
bad.
runs over to help, which is even more embarrassing because I did this to myself.
Oh.
As she's helping me up, I ended up farting really loud. And remember how I said I didn't hear any laughter? Well, the silence turned
You
into my
found
whole
the
5th grade
wind.
class saying
You
the one
found
you
the
that
wind.
stuck out
There
the
it
most
is.
was Jay. My 5th grade class gave me the
Oh,
nickname
no.
Dolphin Fart.
Dolphin fart? Oh, no. And you're only in 5th grade. You got a lot more to go. You're not even halfway done. Dolphin fart. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, that's a bummer, man. They felt bad for you up until that. They were waiting for something to relieve the tension, and you did it yourself. That's going to last through middle school for sure. Yeah, that's going to last a while. That is a stain, man, for a long time. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a good COD name, though. You can name yourself that in Black Ops. People would like that, I think. Coney hit a dolphin dive real quick. I'm not doing that, man. I did the king drop kick, and that fucked up my hip for like weeks. For the Tekken stream, that was bad, bro. I'm not hitting a dolphin dive. I don't need to. I used to be, when I was younger and thinner, I used to be very proud of my ability to take a bump. I could throw myself, I could tumble, I could jump on anything. I weigh more now, and I'm less coordinated, and I do think I would hurt myself. I'm weaker, bro. I did something. My body got my hip. When I move it a little bit, I hear a little. My body be making noises, bro. Like, that's not the only stain. Hey, I hear that. Hold up. I had some Red Bull today. Spilled a little bit. There it go. I can't wear white clothes. I'm a child, bro. I can't help it. I can't wear clothes at all. I got a really nice fancy sweater that I wear out one time, and now I got to bleach it. Gross. How about you jump into a table like that cracked out uncle? Give me some crack, and I might. You got any? Send it to the P.O. box, bro. I'll give it a shot. You go to the gym, Coney? I used to. I want to go again. I got to start going again. I go very on and off. I'm not disciplined, and I don't keep the habit, but I'll come back. Broke my body unloading the truck at my job in the hot sun today. Body mad cracking. I hear that, bro. I walked my dog today, and I rolled my ankle. We're the same. And then I came on here to talk about other people's tragedies and beg for subs. By the way, subscribe with Twitch Prime or Tier 1 if you got any. That would mean a lot to me if you have a Twitch Prime. It's absolutely free, and the ad is going to be in 1 minute and 30 seconds, so you better do it right now. Coney, that hat is extremely millennial. It's fine with me. I got it from Spirit Halloween for like $3. It was on clearance. I love this thing. I like hats. I'm a hat guy. I'll never be shamed into not wearing a hat. That was a weird thing about dating profiles. All my pictures, I wear hats, and I'm like, they're going to think I'm bald. Everybody's going to assume that I'm bald. So I have to take a lot of pictures without that, which is hard to do. Crazy. Rat Boys concert, everybody wearing hats. Everybody bald. Or balding. This is gonna sound fucked up and like I'm being insincere, but that sucks, bro. That really is. That is tough. That is tough. Can't relate. That's tough. I'm sorry. Doesn't wearing hats make you bald faster? But actually, no. Wives' tale, not real. My dad's been wearing hats all his life, so have I. It hasn't. I mean, like don't get me wrong. I got the Norwood, whatever that is. I got the Vegeta, Jack Nicholson, but like it's not going away. So, didn't you go to a Greep concert? Not yet. I'll let you know how it goes, though, pretty soon. Give it time.
Hello, Coney and chat. This is a story about how I taught my 40-year-old therapist what yaoi was.
Oh. All right. Continue.
This started when we got down a conversation about music and she proceeded to ask me the dreaded question of so, what kind of music you listen to?
Uh-huh.
Now as a
Wait, husband is going gray before 35 but not balding, so let's go. Bro, going gray is fine. You can make that shit work. If your husband is handsome too, which I guess you would say he is, because, I mean, you could tell us if he's not. You could tell us if he's ugly, but, if you tell him that he's handsome, right? Gray hair is fine. You can make that shit pop.
This started when we got down a conversation about music and she proceeded to ask me the dreaded question of so, what kind of music you listen to? Now as a 16-year-old with zero taste in music, I'm addicted to Vocaloid.
Have you heard of Hatsune Miku?
Knowing this, I didn't want to have to explain that the kind of music I listen to isn't even sung by real people to a person who is old enough to be my mother. Nevertheless, I respond with I like to listen to some more obscure pop and rock.
Okay.
I expect this to be enough, but it only fans the flames and makes her ask, like what?
Oh.
Now to skip all the explanations of Vocaloids to my therapist, she was rightfully confused but also intrigued, which made me feel very relieved that we were on the right path.
Oh, yeah.
But, dear listeners, it just gets worse and worse.
I mean, this is fine. I'm
she
sure they've
immediately
heard
asks me to
worse
play
and
an example song to get an idea for the music, and so I go onto my playlist full of those songs and hit shuffle.
Okay.
This was the mistake that ruined me.
Uh-huh.
The song that began to play was Confessions of a Rotten Girl, which to sum it up is about Hatsune Miku confessing to God about her love for yaoi. When the song starts, and
is that what she sings about? Wait, I didn't know that's what Hatsune Miku. I thought she sung about like having fun with her friends and loving sunshine. It's user made. She can sing about anything. But then how do you publish it? Like, what's her? Is it? I'm confused. If she's a TTS voice, how do you get the music, right? YouTube. Okay, so you can... Okay, so if Hatsune Miku could say and sing anything... Okay, she's an instrument. A synthesizer. Okay. That's weirder to me. That would be like, what kind of music do you like? Violin. Okay. Here's the song if you want to listen. I don't, but I will. All right. 39 million views. This shit is Beethoven virus. Yeah, this is some pump it up shit. Elvin-ass music. Oh, the 40-year-old therapist is like, oh, we had Alvin and the Chipmunks when I was a kid. Is that Alvin and the Chipmunks? That's fine, man. Whatever. It's Nightcore, I guess. I wouldn't want to explain that either. When people ask you, I'll wait for the end of this. We'll talk later.
When the song starts, and I realize what it is.
There's no need to explain what this song was about. Yeah, that's true. She wouldn't have gotten it. She wouldn't have been able to hear, I think you probably shot in front of it before you needed to, but...
When the song starts, and I realize what it is, I immediately try to skip it, but I am halted in my tracks as she says, no, you should go back to that song.
I think that's
like
Beethoven. Way, go
I
back.
realize that either way I'm going to have to explain what the song is about, or why I tried to skip it, so I own up to it and start playing the song.
As a
About a minute
Miku
into
fan.
the song,
Yeah.
she checks her phone for a reason that I think is just her texting back her daughter, because she does that on occasion, so I don't really draw attention to it.
She's looking up
After
Hatsune
a
Miku.
grueling 3.5 minutes, she hits her final lob at me with the so, why do you like that song? I'm fucked. I guess I like it for how it sounds and the lyrics. So you really like this song for its lyrics, such as quiet moans and muffled whimpers. And so this was what she was doing on her phone, looking up the lyrics. I think proceed to explain to my therapist how it's about loving men-on-men contact, but feeling like that directly goes against God and feeling torn between the two.
Wait, is Miku canonically religious? No, it's just whoever wrote this. I get. It's weird to have her sing this. Why is she? Does she have a strong belief in God?
Fortunately, this story does have a good ending, as she actually seemed very invested in this. And we even talked for about 10 minutes about how religious trauma tears apart people from their true feelings.
Yeah, I mean, like, I believe that the therapist was doing this to break through and establish a baseline of trust that you could talk to them about anything and that they're not going to judge you. I get that part, but did it have to be that?
So in conclusion, never share any personal
I think
ideas
she may have been doing her job. Yeah, man. I mean, I do think that the therapist would understand, right? But that's not what you probably should have stronger defense mechanisms to be ready to deal with that scenario, right?
So in conclusion, never share any personal ideas with your therapist, no matter how awesome you may think they are. And also make sure to pick a specific song when you are introducing people to new music.
No, that's the wrong takeaway. The point is that the therapist listened to you and validated your feelings and had a good conversation about it. You had the wrong thing of that, even if you were embarrassed in the moment. You don't hide your power level from your therapist. No, you tell them everything, bro. Dude, I did therapy. I only did therapy for a little while, and they didn't have anything for me. It was just like, okay, it's not like I didn't get anything out of it, and I felt like there wasn't. But like, I did not hide my power level. I was straight up everything, and I think that's the only way to do it, right? If you're afraid of your therapist's opinion, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, you got to be honest, man. That's like the point. Not to be all like soapboxy and like get all serious on the stream, but like if you need that shit, be like, be honest with it, right? That means you're perfect, Coney. No, it does. Listen, here's what happened to me in therapy. I swear to God, this is true. I would go there and I'd be like, okay, so this is what I'm dealing with this week, and it's because of this, but I think I am having this irrational feeling because of that, and this other thing is happening, and I'm pretty sure that my brain is doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And they were just like, okay, seems like you got it under control. It was 6 months of that. And I was like, all right, I think I'm done. Psych major issue? I don't know if it's a psych. I'm very aware of my feelings and my thought processes. Like, and like I tried a couple therapists and nothing happened. Like, that'll be $80. Yeah. Like maybe I should have found the guy that would have been an asshole to me, but scam by therapist. I think it just felt a little too, therapy's a scam. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not going to help anybody for real. You might as well just talk to your pet for an hour. You don't have to pay him $80. So thank you, Solar Reds, for the tier 1. See, I knew you'd like that. I knew somebody would appreciate that. What I wanted to ask, chat, when somebody asks you what kind of music you like, what do you go to? I feel like I don't have, I usually just go like, whatever I'm listening to at the time, usually just like a 90s alternative indie stuff, whatever. Daft Punk, that's a good answer, actually. Paramore is always safe, sure. 9 Inch Nails, okay. Maroon 5. I think there's a limit to when you like are trying to get too normie. Like, you don't want to cross over that, right? Like, you got to have an answer ready at the hip to pull out, even if you only listen to video game soundtracks and anime openings. Something like that. I'm greeping my shit. Don't tell him you're greeping your shit. That whole album is about paying for sex. Don't do that. I don't think they get it. Come on, man. I'm a little worried about the Greep concert I'm going to do. Who the fuck's going to be in there? Do we all appreciate this for the same reasons? Like, no, it's a commentary. Like, I feel like I'm going to get people who didn't quite get, like, American Psycho, right? It's like, hey, what are we here for, right? It's going to be all Coney likes. I'll be in Coney heaven. That sounds awesome. Hell yeah. Perfect. Went to a Creek concert. It was good jammy vibes. Yeah, it's like a jam thing, right? Isn't that the MIDI thing or whatever? Had a heavy metal guy ask me what my guilty pleasure music was, and I said Sabrina Carpenter. He said something like Iron Maiden that was slightly less metal. Missed that QuickTime event. Oh, I see. So you guys are listening to like Mammoth together or something? You said you like Sabrina Carpenter, and he just goes slightly less metal. Like, come on, man. You set me up for that. That's on him, right? Like, come on. My guilty pleasure is Savage Garden. I fuck with Savage Garden heavy, dude. That first album is so fucking good, man. Mine is Pitbull, Dale. I don't really fuck with Pitbull, but I'll go for a little Timber, you know? You better move. Mine is Cara Cara Bonito. They did Bug Snacks, right? We gotta do that. That's my shit. They're kind of bugs and kind of snacks. Why would you ever be ashamed of Savage Garden? Because they got that song that is so deeply earnest that I'm ashamed about loving somebody so much you want to swim with them in the ocean and be with them in the sea. I forget how it goes. I guess I got to listen again. Mine is Weird Al. That's a little bad. Ninja Sex Party is worse, I think, because there's Danny Sexbang or whatever. My streamer is Irony Pilled. No, man, you know what it is? So many of my favorite songs are like... Hold on. I know every word to this song. All right, that one. How about this? How about this one? Hold on. How about a little Donna Lewis? You fuck with that? Okay, this actually is a beautiful song. This actually is a beautiful song. It's a great song. This is completely normal taste. No, I'm ashamed. I have to listen to Tool and Lynyrd Skynyrd. You're never beating the lesbian music taste allegation. They got good music. What do you want me to say, man? It's great. How many Brental Floss songs could you recite right now? Just Dr. Mario, I think. I literally think it's just that. I don't know any of the other ones. Right? But I know that one front to back. I like that. Yeah. Okay. Everybody does the Cool Tricks one. That's not what I know, right? The Cool Trick shit is not what Dr. Mario does. He diagnoses you with HPV. That's his thing. Okay. Back to the confessionals.
I was in my mid-teens, and like most people around this age, I was very sexually curious and had discovered the beauty. That is Rule 34.
Okay.
I am gay and a furry, and it just happened to be at a time where I decided to make my background something of a particularly lewd nature.
Okay.
One day my laptop stopped working,
think you should have done
and so
that.
my mom
Don't think
had
you
to
should have
take it
done
to a
that at all.
computer store. I did not go with her, and so my mom calls and asks me for the password
no.
to get into my laptop.
Why the background?
I started to give her the password until it hit me that my background was not of a particularly appropriate nature, so I froze. I told her that I couldn't remember the rest, which pissed her off, and she hung up.
You can't remember your password. No, I just changed it. It's different, and I have it written down somewhere. I don't know where it is.
A few minutes later, she called again and said, "We need to talk."
Oh no, they found
now
it.
you are probably wondering what exactly was my background.
Okay, hold on.
Unfortunately.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, they didn't miss anything. I was gonna say, did she like get in and I skipped it? Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately for my mom, it was not subtle and left nothing to the imagination.
All right, what was it?
It was a Yoshi. You could see all the bits as clear as day with writing on the top. That's I'd ride me ... please. I would like to add that I'm a Puerto Rican from the Bronx, and my mother was very much the Hispanic mother stereotype. She always had a chancler at the ready to beat our ass whenever we did something wrong.
Wait, your mom booted up your laptop to see turgid Yoshi dick and him begging for release? Ay, Dios mío! Coney, find the image. No. My algorithm's fucked up enough right now. I'm literally drawing Yoshi right now. What the fuck? What kind of Yoshi? Coney, do you want the image? I found it. I'll use my imagination. I'll come up with my own picture. Thank you. That's okay. I can delete that anytime I want. He found that instantly. I don't think he used Google. I think he used Windows search. Okay.
I can't even imagine the sheer look of embarrassment on her face when they got into my laptop
Bits
just
and
for your
all.
bits and all to be right there. So when she said we need to talk, all I could think about was how these were going to be the last minutes I spend on Earth and how hard she was going to beat my ass when she got home.
She didn't know about it. She said, we need to talk about you hiding your password from me.
I paced back and
Right.
forth in a panic, and when my mom got
She didn't
home, I
know
could
about the
feel the
Yoshi,
life
but-
slipping out of me. She pulled me to the side and said, you share a room with your younger sister, and that was it.
Oh, my God. Oh, dude. Spared? No. No, not spared. She saw it and she said, take that shit off. That's way worse.
You could tell that she had mustered every possible bit of restraint in her not to
That's
murder me, and just
way
spoke to me in a soft
worse.
but stern voice. I thought maybe there truly is a God, but safe to say Yoshi was not my background any longer after that.
No, I bet it's not. The fact that you put it on as your background means you are catastrophically horny. I don't know any world where I would want to see porn all the time without provocation. Like, you could put a hot girl up on your wall, right? That's like a centerfold. But on your fucking screen, like, you close all your windows and you're like, oh, there it is, Yoshi dick. Oh my God, man. The risk reward seems way too severe, especially on a laptop. On your desktop is like, who's going to use that other than you? The dog might see it on a laptop? That's insane, man. Coney, am I even allowed to link this? No, I told you not to. Now I think you like it. You want to do it. Don't do that. I'm explicitly saying no. I don't want to see it. Coney, can I show that? I think I've really got to. I found it. Do you want to see the link? I don't know if I should post it. Do you think I should post it? I don't think anybody wants to see that, man. Get that guy the fuck out of here. Oh, my God. Good Lord, man. I'm going to look it up later. Not on stream. Something bad could happen.
When I was in 8th grade, I dated a guy in my friend group.
Okay.
We were both extremely awkward and didn't understand how dating worked, so our dates would consist of going to a park, sitting on a bench, and not talking at all, getting up and going to another bench for 4 or 5 hours.
I think that's how people date in The Sims. What do you... In 8th grade, you went to a park, would sit on a bench and just keep sitting on other benches for 5 hours. Dates aren't 5 hours, usually, unless you're really hitting it off.
I'm serious when I say there was no conversation.
All right.
Dead silence on various park benches until it started getting dark out.
The lights
We
come
would
on.
kiss by pressing our faces together for 5 minutes.
All right.
One time my mom made me take my little brother with us, and my boyfriend, unprompted, pulled out a stuffed snake from his backpack and gave it to my brother.
Damn, he's smooth. Good shit, bro. Just pop that. That was a good spot to do it. Okay. All right. Good to have that around. Chatter, subscribe with Prime. When I was a kid, I'd always buy FNAF wallpapers on my dad's PC. If I was your dad, I don't care what you do on the PC. Buying wallpapers is... That's beyond the pale. If my kid is using a credit card to purchase digital assets, right? No son of mine is going to be paying for wallpaper, right? I don't care how many viruses you give me for free to search for porn or whatever the fuck you're looking at. If you're paying for wallpapers, we're going to have to send you to boarding school or the academy. You're going to boot camp. Jesus Christ.
One time my mom made me take we would fall asleep on the phone together because he liked hearing me breathe.
Whatever, that's
Eventually,
e-dating.
a few months of dating later, I broke up with him by taping a note to my front door that he saw when he came to pick me up for another one of our dates.
Okay.
I never talked to him again.
Oh. It's just... That's fine, I guess. Just 8th grade, and you don't know how to date. But the weird thing to me about that to me is like, I don't know. I guess I grew up in an era with only dating shows. I knew how to date, and I never went on them. I watched so much MTV Next, right? All that shit where they would go, like, shoot some pool and, I don't know, do painting with bodies or whatever, and then go to the park for a picnic and ask uncomfortable questions. Just completely, like, so what's your favorite position? I can't believe you'd ask me that. Next. Your favorite position should be the back of the next bus. Next. She didn't want to talk about her positions, but now I'm starting a softball team with all the guys on the bus, and I'm the pitcher. Beat it, chick. I just wrote a Next episode. I should be an AI. That was awesome. They should bring Next back. That was a great show. That was awesome. She wouldn't give me head under the picnic table. What a prude. Now I'm hanging out with all the guys on the next bus. The face kissing, though, what the fuck was that? I mean, when you don't know what kissing is, you just think it's like, just slam your fucking face into it, right? You don't know. Change the voice again. Swap it off. I've had enough of this British guy.
To set the scene, this was my first scout camp.
Okay.
I'd done the cup ones where it's more or less staying in a heated house and calling it a camp.
Sure.
But now I was in the big leagues, and I sure did set a first impression.
Yep.
We get put into tents, and I get put into a tent with 2 older members of the group, and we get told that if we need to go to the toilet in the night, we have to tell the oldest member of our tent. So yes, it's that kind of story.
Okay.
My tent leader jokingly said that there was no waking him up, and I took that in good humor and continued on.
Uh-huh.
We get to the first night, and I am...
Wait a minute, I just realized, because I forgot about the bet. They said that kind of story. Ferd asked if there was a sex story. The guy that got walked in on for jacking off to furry porn, that counts. Give me 5. That counts. That's a simulated sex act. Okay.
We get to the first night, and I am suddenly by, you guessed it.
I'm shocked there isn't been a sex story yet.
We get to the first night, and I am suddenly by, you guessed it, the urge to pee.
Okay.
I tried to shake both the other tent members awake, but if they were one thing, they were not liars.
Mm-hmm.
So ever the bigamtist, I began to exit the pod of the tent for my tinkle.
Right.
In an even greater stroke of genius, I get my willy out, so I was prepped to pee.
Smart.
Then at the door to exit the tent, I couldn't find the zip, and unable to hold in the urge anymore.
Oh, no.
My pre-prepped penis pees profusely.
Oh, what a poet. That's beautiful. Thanks, Ultima. We're doing Cringe Confessional. Welcome to the stream. This guy peed him pants.
My pre-prepped penis pees profusely. All over the tarpaulin. In acceptance, I returned to sleep. Slept well and woke the next day to the older scout exclaiming, "Oh, some rainwater got," and dipping his finger in the puddle, only to be told by my scout leader that, in fact, it hadn't rained overnight.
There ain't no clouds in the sky. Ain't no rain. The grass is bone dry. What happened?
I had to spend a week on this camp, and it did not cloud my conscience at all.
Oh, dude. Ugh. Pee story. No, it rained. It definitely rained. I remember it raining. Yeah, I would. You got to say it's a bear or something, right? Definitely some kind of animal did that. That's fine. You get away with that. You're in the wilderness, man. It's fine.
One time in high school, me and my friends went to our local mall for the day to hang out. I don't remember what we actually did there, but at some point we went to the food court to eat.
Fun.
Now, I am white with a capital W. As such, I am very averse to spicy food, to the point of asking someone to switch their seat when eating if they have spicy food, so I don't have to smell it.
That's weird.
It's a really rough issue. Anyway, we get to the food court.
You can't smell spicy food? Like it hurts? That's a different level, man. I don't know what that is.
It's a really rough issue. Anyway, we get to the food court, and I look for a place to eat.
All right.
As I am also a picky eater, I start looking for options that my brain can tolerate until I stumble upon my savior, Popeyes. Now, you might be thinking I'm stupid at this point, but here's the thing. I had never had Popeyes before.
Oh.
I didn't know that their food explicitly had a kick to it.
Well, not always.
So I order my food and go back to my friends to eat.
It depends
I eat a bunch of the popcorn shrimp and then, it hits, all at once.
Oh.
I immediately chug the water bottle I got as part of the meal, but then I'm out of options.
Dude, does Popeyes have a lot of spice? Like, you can ask for it spicy, but, like, if you don't ask for, I genuinely can't. I don't really like spicy food. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind it. But, like, to say it's spicy at all seems crazy to me. Unless you said, like, give me the hottest thing you have. Like the ghost pepper stuff, right? Jesus Christ. Okay.
There's no water fountains in the area, and I don't have the money
I would think this guy was fucking with me if he took one bite of Popeyes and then started screaming like I poisoned him.
There's no water fountains in the area, and I don't have the money to get another bottle. So what do? In front of my friends who are watching me struggle, I start breathing rapid and dry breaths into a napkin, thinking that'll solve anything.
Oh,
I do this for way longer than I should be doing, even putting them right up to my mouth.
Dude.
I don't know when I felt better, but I didn't really comprehend how stupid the actions I was doing were until after everything.
I'm still shocked that we're, like, it's one thing to do this embarrassing thing. It's another thing to write in your story and say Popeyes is spicy. Nobody's going with you on that. That's crazy.
My friends were laughing and telling my other friends about it in our Discord server. That specific moment became a meme in our group, to the point of them referencing it in a birthday card they gave me later that year.
Okay, yeah.
Moral of the story, look into what food you are getting before you eat it.
Chad had a good point. Like, why would you go... Okay, a food court has a lot of options. Why would you go to the place you've never eaten at? Why would that be where you go? You're going to Popeyes for the first time? That's insane. Moral of the story, build some fucking tolerance. Listen, I understand if you don't like spicy food. To a point. Like, I like, if it's like one of those things where you're just doing it to have a dick measuring contest about how spicy the food that you eat can be, like, that's a little much, right? But for Popeyes, bro, right? I'll get like a medium heat on most foods. Sometimes a hot. Not often, but spicy food is cool to a point. It's all right for a little bit, man. I don't know. There's a point where you're just not even, like, it's an ego boost for you, right? That's silly. Okay, but being a picky eater and not eating spicy food means you were raised wrong. I mean, picky eater plus no spicy food means you have eaten 10 things, maybe. Didn't you fail hot ones? Okay, I didn't fail hot ones. I was not able to endure spicy sauces because I don't like that shit. Especially because I picked specifically the hottest stuff that they actually do on hot ones, like the bomb. That was awful.
I was at work one night. I worked in an aisle where I sorted packages to conveyor belts.
Okay.
One package making its way to the aisle busted open and was full of crickets.
Oh no, crickets!
They began to spill out of the box and hop around everywhere. Wanting to get rid of them as soon as possible, I just quickly sorted them to a belt.
All right, just put it back
what
on.
I
Put
didn't
it back on.
realize
Whatever.
at the time was that the belt I sent them to had a return belt.
Are coming back!
Less than a minute later, the box came right back. There were bugs everywhere. A nasty day indeed.
That's the end of the story. Bro got a box of crickets, said, fuck, get rid of these crickets. And then they came back. The crickets have returned. Okay, so wait. So was the package full of crickets, or did crickets get into the package? Was the package like full of sugar or something, or was it a box of, like, you know, spider food, frog food? It's got to be the second one, right? They just found a way out and all started jumping around. There's a big C on the box. Oh, it was for me. Thank God. Thanks for intercepting that one. That shit did not come to the P.O. box. Good Lord. Coney, look at this. I'm clicking on the Jeff Keighley link. Oh, no, you don't, Jeff. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. First, look at The Legend of California, a new online survival game from Jeff Kaplan. Not falling for that again, Jeff. No, no, no. Don't you try to get me interested in a game. Wait a minute. Is that a Western Musics? They stole your game idea. I don't think they did, bro. I don't see no Paul Bunyan, I just see an American-ass survival game. They stole Red Dead Redemption. This is from the creator of Overwatch 1. I don't care about that. There was a game on Steam that we played like this a long time. Letting Gold, maybe? It was good. I don't know what the game is. I don't like survival shit, though. I gotta build a camp? Like... Oh, no, there's mining. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that one bit. My ass is not playing that. What do you mean, kintsugiyama.com? Why is it again for you? No, man. No, I'm not doing that. I'm fine. I'm not falling for that again, Jeff. Server's going to be off in a month. Relax, bro.
There were bugs everywhere.
Oh, this is the end of the cricket story. That's a good one. Great story. All right.
TLDR, I'm a French trans woman.
Okay.
When I was 14, at school we had a prevention sexuality course where students asked questions to intervenants about sexuality and stuff.
All right.
We were sitting in a big room, chairs in the form of a circle. After 30 minutes I start to feel weird. My vision get worse. I sweat a lot more than usual, and at the same time my classmates started to ask embarrassing questions for that age.
Not feeling good.
Eventually I do an epilepsy seizure. I wake up at the infirmary some time later. I learned that at the second one of the intervenants said the word sperm. I screamed and shaked uncontrollably for like 5-10 seconds, moving almost to the center of the circle, and pissed my pants. I had the epilepsy seizure because of hypoglycemia.
Jesus!
I was already bullied at school, being a small guy, already pretty feminine, playing with my DS between course.
Oh, man.
Needless to say, I got a lot more bullied after that.
Oh, that's a bummer. Dude, that's not even... That's awful. That's not even like cringe. That's like a medical condition. Good Lord. I'm sorry to hear that. Nothing about cringe implies you had some agency or some like, what's the word? You had some control in the situation. You like had a social faux pas. I think you just had a medical episode. I'm sorry. Jeez, that's not cringe at all. That's a bummer. It is a pee story though, and a sperm story. That's true. Yeah. At least no more sperm anymore. I guess so. Yeah. All right. Not cringe, but thanks for writing in. Jesus. Thank you, Double the Black. Isn't it so cringe to have a heart attack? Yeah, especially if you're driving, bro. You're going to inconvenience everybody around you. I'm going to be late to work.
This happened when I was around 4 years old.
All right.
As an only child,
Shade.
I used to play a lot of games with my parents. Simple games like Go Fish, Snakes and Ladders, and Mario Kart Wii.
Cool.
Being so young, I was not very good at these games, so usually lost, as my parents knew I needed to learn how to lose, so wouldn't just let me win.
Yeah, that's
One
not
day,
so bad.
whilst queuing in a busy cafe, I decided to ask my mom about this. I turn around to her, and out of nowhere, very loudly asked Mommy, "Why do you always beat me?" Needless to say, my mom was extremely embarrassed to hear her child shout this very dangerous accusation in the middle of a very public area. I am now 21, and to this day my parents won't let me live this down, finding an opportunity to jokingly say, "Why do you always beat me?" At least once
funny.
Whenever we are doing any sort of even mildly competitive family activity.
That's very funny, and I guess the lesson here is always let your kids win. Otherwise, they may ask you shit like this. Always let your kid win every time. Don't build any losing muscle. You always got to give them the participation trophy. Otherwise, this is going to happen. That's good. What do you even say as a parent? Because you're stupid and bad. Because you're not good. I beat you because you can't behave and are bad.
Check this shit link.
Oh, okay. I forgot I had those on. My bad. Because you're a loser. That's a funny one. That's good. I guess that's a way to get me to look at an emote. Okay. I'm going to add an emote. I have no idea what we're going to use this for. It has zero application. Enjoy What a Nasty Day. I don't know. I don't know what on God's earth you would use a GIF of 3 crickets moving very slightly. I think that will not survive the purge that we're going to have like whenever we go through all our emotes. Enjoy What a Nasty Day. There you go. This is just for when the joke doesn't land. Oh, crickets. I get it. That's funny. Yeah, sure. Maybe, man. I'm on mobile. What does it look like? You're not missing much. You're not. It's fine. Whatever.
I was a lazy student in school, always looking for the easy way out of assignments.
Okay.
In 9th grade,
you were
spring
an
2013,
optimizer.
it came time for a project in history class, and my teacher gave us a choice of what to do.
Cool.
One of the options was to write a song about what we had been studying.
Right.
I listened to a ton of song parodies on YouTube at the time, so I thought this would be the best option
That's
for me.
not a bad idea, sure.
I was also very obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
I was also very obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog.
So
I decided the best thing to do was to write a Sonic parody.
Right.
Specifically the Sonic Adventure 1 song, Open Your
Okay.
Heart, which was the main theme of my favorite game.
All right.
Now, any guesses as to what we were studying?
What is this? History class? The civil rights movement. Open your heart. Treat everybody as equals. Stop segregation. Maybe the Civil War? Something like that? World War II for sure?
World War II Germany.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, Hitler. Open your heart. All right, what's in the parody? What'd you do?
I rewrote a Sonic song to be about Jews suffering in Germany.
Okay.
I don't have the paper anymore, but some of the lyrics of the original song are "Can't hold on much longer" and "Close my eyes and feel it burn," to give you an idea of what the parody might have contained.
I can fill in the blanks, I think. I can use my imagination. I see where you're going, yeah.
My teacher gave those.
Hitler the Hedgehog. Hold on. There he is, yeah. I just did the Sonic game. Less than I thought there would be. There's only like 2, I think. Yeah. Thought the Hedgehog game would have more. Is he hitting the pose? One of them is. Just one, though. I'm not doing that search. I'm not looking at that. Absolutely not.
My teacher gave those of us who wrote a song the option to sing it in front of the class for bonus points. Unfortunately for the story, I did not.
You could have lied.
But I think the fact that I wrote that abomination is cringe enough.
It's pretty bad.
I think I got a B.
Hell yeah. Good for you, Chatter. Teachers like, whatever. The teacher doesn't know Sonic the Hedgehog, and I bet that even if they did, they're like, whatever, at least you're bringing in your interests. I'm positive that teacher got way more embarrassing shit. Hit the B-rank music. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's pretty good. That's funny. That's not so bad, man. I feel like it could have been worse there. You should have lied and said that you sang it, but then I would have asked for a video.
I was a freshman in high school. For a spring break, my family planned a trip to go to Universal Orlando.
Very fun.
Last
the
time
movies.
I've been on a plane, I was just a newborn, so I don't remember how the experience was. Safe to say I could sort of call this my first time flying.
Okay.
We get to TSA to be screened. My family goes through the scanner fine, but when I go through I got pulled aside. I immediately got really nervous, thinking what did I do?
Oh.
The security member was being nice, asking
home.
questions about where I was going for vacation. My heart was racing, answering her questions that were obviously just a ploy to tell me why I am in trouble.
Yeah, it's an interrogation, and you're not going to go to your favorite theme park, which is right over there. We know what you did. We just want to see if you'll admit to it.
Before I get to what happened next, a little context.
Yeah.
I am Indian. Our family practices Sikhism. To put it brief, one major practice is to keep your hair long, basically never cut it. My hair is tied up in a bun because of how long it is.
Okay.
But being young and still having a baby face, for the longest time many people thought I was a girl.
Okay.
Now for the rest of the story.
Okay, I
she
wonder where
pointed
we're
at the
going with
body
that.
diagram that was shown after the scanning, and said it picked up something. showing in which area something was picked up.
Okay.
There was a huge red mark around my penis.
Oh, no.
I had to explain that I was a guy, and that is just my private parts.
Oh.
She apologized and told me to have a safe flight.
Wait, does that happen? Wait, do they detect your penis at TSA? Wait, what? That's real? It's a big thing. Wait, really? Penis alert. Why do they need to tell me? I didn't know that. Oh my God. I literally never, I travel all the time. I've had TSA people like pat me down and that I get pulled aside every time. Wait, I'm confused. Wait, so is the idea that when they're doing TSA, they say male or female, and if you're a guy, it'll mark the penis and will say that's not a big deal, and then it go, really? I didn't know they had a penis detector. Oh my God, that's crazy. Holy shit, dude! I had no idea. I'm not up to date on the latest penis tech. They've been doing that for years, I guess. Holy shit. Okay, please continue.
For a brief 30 seconds, TSA thought I was hiding a weapon underneath my pants.
This is actually a very informative story. I didn't know that was going on. Oh my God. My red mark would be really big. Chad, is that anything? My red mark would be really big, and they would be like, no, that's definitely a bomb, but it's actually my huge hog. It's a really big hog, and it's bright red for some reason. It's showing up in a hex code they've never seen before because I have a big penis. You got to ask Doug about this. About his TSA penis? Why would I do that? I don't want to do that, man. I had a friend who had a piercing in that, and he said he got pulled over. He got through TSA a lot and pulled aside, but I thought it was because of the piercing, not because of his penis. If they pulled me aside, I would think that they thought my penis had the T virus or something. Like, former TSA for real, even with male passengers, large privates would alarm people, and we'd have to take them to a private area sometimes. I've had people with a tumor on their leg. Shit sucks. Wait, so if you just have a very big hog, you might have to like factor in 10 minutes at the airport. Like, yeah, they're going to take me back. They're going to take me back. There's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. Like, I've never been pulled aside for that. I've been pat down, but I've never been taken to the other room. So maybe I'm like in the middle, right? I've never been taken to the big dick holding area. That's never happened to me. I got to do some joking, maybe. Put a big weight on that shit. And then I'm going to be pulled aside a bit. Well, I guess the process works. Being a grower rocks. I guess for this, yeah, sure. All right. Good story. And it's the last one. Guys, that's another cringe confessional in the books. How did you enjoy it? What was your favorite story? Comment below. And all these Twitch chatters are going to comment right now. Stop licking. They keep doing that. I have to take them to a behavioral therapist so they stop licking me. I've told them that I really don't like that, but they won't stop it. Stop, please. Not in front of YouTube. That's so embarrassing. Please like and subscribe so I can afford to get them the proper training they need. Thanks for watching. See you next time. So long, YouTube. I am not delicious. Stop saying that. That's harassment. It is so bright. I'm gotta disable that emote. That shit is gross, man. Oh. I don't like that one, man. Gonna fuck up somebody's chat experience. All the bright white lights trigger a seizure. It kind of syncs up to the beat. Oh my god, it kind of does. You're right. It's pretty good. Okay. Let us see the whole TV. What, like this? You see it. That's the whole thing right there, man. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's another cringe confessional in the books. And you know what? I liked it. That was a good one. Had some good stories. Thank you to E. Compton and Keen who put it together pretty quick. I think I asked for this yesterday. They put that shit together fast. Thank you. It was real good. Good episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. But guys, the stream is not over. Okay, you're leaving before I said anything like that. But that's not true tonight. Maybe during Coney Mania. I have a movie trailer and Ark Knight's Endfield. Now Coney is going to go and reinstall Deadlock. No, I'm not. I'm not. But you know what? I hate to do this, but we've come to the end of our stream, guys. Coney Mania is back. It's happening on Sunday. The new game is out. Fortunately, we're here at the end. We've had a lot of laughs and a lot of loves. But unfortunately, we're now at our final stop. Coney, please don't end stream. I know it hurts, but I got to. I have to go reinstall Deadlock and do it in queue for 6 hours. I'll go play League then. You shouldn't do that either. I might play a little Marvel Rivals. That's my game that I'll play that won't keep me up until 7 a.m. That's okay. I have to go to the TSA penis room now. Dude, can you stop bragging about that? That's going to be like a regular thing on the stream now. They're detaining me tomorrow. Thanks, Baby Jack, for the tier 1. Last chance to Twitch Primer tier 1. Last chance is your last opportunity for tonight. And then you won't be, if you do it tomorrow, I'm going to be in a bad mood because the Nuzlocke. You should do it right now. Last chance. Uh-oh, you missed it.
How I love this pretty bed. Now I'll rest my weary head. Good night.
Just kidding. You have one more chance right now. You have one more chance. This has never been done before. Subscribe to Twitch Primer. Oh, the ad's just finished. Thanks, Galena Gal. Thank you. One more? Anyone?